Aduh sumpah guys, capek banget guys. My meja so messy. Okay, if you put it on the floor, you don't see it on the desk. Tada! Excellent. Aduh, ini kabel apa ya? So many kabel, banyak banget kabelnya bro. Kabel cendol, kabel. Lama. Melek dah. Nah. Mana orang yang sabar? Nyolokin controller dulu gusi. Oke, sekarang kita harus apa ya? Kita harus buka capek. Tantrum. Tantrum dikit gak ngaruh guys, sabar ya. Lama. Apa sih? Apaan sih? Elah, apa pula ini? Elah. Maaf ya Gusi marah-marah. Oke, udah beres. Alamak, sulitnya. Udah. Aduh, gini dulu deh kita. Aduh guys. Oh my god, I don't know why. But at least I'm not sleepy. Today we are gonna be playing Ace Attorney again, okay? Perhatian, sang putri merak yang tertiup angin. Aku Pavolia Reine dari hololive ID. Attention please, I'm ready from hololive ID Generation 2. Minasama, gokigenyo. Watashi, hololive Indonesia 2期生 Pavolia Reine と申しますの。以後、お見知りおきを。はい。はい。And then we're gonna do Ace Attorney. Yes. Time to bring it to the end. Yes, we can do this. I am not sleepy. I've had a power nap for 20 minutes. So if I'm still sleepy, that's too much. You got this. You know what kind of coffee I have? Translated to English, it's called Fire Ship Coffee. Speaking of fire dance has reached over 92,000 views, I think. 100 doesn't seem so far anymore. Wow. It's Fire Dance Coffee. No, I mean like Fire Ship. It's called Kapal Api, anjay. Taga. Wait. I don't know if you... Tante is also aunt in German. Oh, let's go. We kind of share the same language, yeah? Okay. Let me set up my game for this one, Ace Attorney Trilogy. Let's go. Okay. And then we'll go to the screen. Thanks. This game supports an autosave feature. Please do not la. Fire ship. Yep. This, I guess, investigation day 2. Alright, we investigate. Any recap? Gay balls. I don't know. I don't know. They were mass perjury. Sapa dong. Halo Rafa, nama kamu kayak karakter di game ini namanya Raifa. It's about time travel. These guys believe in time travel, but we both know that the wedding was held twice. That means there was no time traveling involved. And somehow the girl was tricked. And yeah, whatever, man. What? So the whole time traveling thing was just a ruse put on by the guests at the reception? Looks like it. I knew there had to be some kind of trick to it. Wow, 2 wedding receptions? Can you imagine? I wonder how much that must have cost them. I have no idea. But if you have to ask, you're not rich enough to want to know. Do you even get paid? Still, if you got the money, it's a pretty good way to cover things up if you ask me. You got that right. I'm sure I would have been completely fooled. Hi, I'm back. Hey Maya, are you all set to go? Yep, ready when you are. So, what should we start with? Let's start with reviewing what we learned at the trial. Oh, let's go. Okay, recap, guys. It's recap time. What Ellen thought was time travel was really just a performance put on by the sprockets. But other than that, it seems that what Ellen told us was actually all true. So what really matters right now is the identity of the mystery person Ellen said she saw while she was being attacked. Exactly. So who is this mystery person? That's the $1,000,000 question, I'm afraid. But if you want to clear Ellen of any suspicion, then figuring out who they are is key. I think I'll take toilets for $200 instead, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Well, at least there were only so many people on the airship that night. And we know who was the mastermind of the whole cover-up plot was too, so that's all good. You mean the groom, Sergeant Sprocket, right? Exactly. He might know something that could help us out. Mana namanya Raifa? Yang namanya Raifa? Nggak ada di sini, udah habis. Yo, what's Larry doing here? I'm a very busy man, you know? Well, all of the other people involved are Soren's family members. So I thought I'd better start by interviewing you. Oh god, even if I probably shouldn't trust a word out of your mouth. Oh man, I have a really tight schedule, but... Aw heck, what are friends for, right? Oh my god. Okay pal, go ahead, ask me anything. You do remember it was you who came for me to help in the first place, right? The ink. I want to go over exactly what happened when, before I step outside this office again. Since you weren't there, Larry, do you think you could help me get it all straight in my head? Straight? Unlike the Bulls, if I gotta... Okay, so the first reception was held at 7 p.m. on the day of the inking. Hell yeah. That's the one you tried to crash, right? This is such a sad picture. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. And then they locked me up in the cabin. It was awful, I tell ya. Too bad we're not here to focus on you, Larry. And then the incident occurred after this first reception at around 10 p.m. Oh, wow, that's a nice image. Ellen was attacked in the reception hall by Gloomsbury. He forced her out onto the Vista deck and was about to kill her. But Ellie fought back and ended up killing all Gloomsbury instead. To cover it up, the family quickly threw it to get her a second reception. That's what Edgy is claiming anyways. But I know why Ellie didn't do it. The key point here is the mystery person Ellen said she saw strike Gloomsbury just before she passed out. Did you see anybody suspicious skulking around that day? Nope, not a soul. Because I was locked up in the cabin at the time. But you managed to escape and sneak back into the reception hall. That's when you switched the lantern in the event hall with the lantern in the hold, right? Did you see anybody then? Nope, the place was completely deserted. I guess because that Pierce Butler guy had everybody together somewhere. That makes sense. He must have been going over the cover-up plan with them. Ew. So clearly, the murder had already happened by the time Larry got out. Okay. Timeline check. They must have gotten everything ready fast and had the second reception soon after that. Then after that second reception, Ellie went to clean up the reception hall. And as luck would have it, that's when she found the body in the lantern I brought up. I tried to do something nice for Ellie out of the goodness of my heart, and this happened. We still don't know exactly what happened during the actual murder itself, though. We'll just have to look into it, along with the identity of that mystery person. What about the cabin? So while the murder was taking place, you were locked up in a cabin. Did you say anything unusual while you were in there? In the cabin? Let's see. Well, there was that pterodactyl flying through the sky. That's pretty unusual. What is this, actually? Someone? Kaito Kid. The drawing of that pterodactyl you saw. What's with all the air quotes? I really did see it. I swear. But Larry, the time travel thing never actually happened. Which means you couldn't have seen a real pterodactyl flying through the sky. It looks like someone... like Kaito Kid, you know, on a glider. But what's shining? What's reflective? Are you doubting the eye of a super popular picture book author? No, I'm just sure you saw something else and mistook that for a flying reptile. Nick, you're making me doubt my own eyes. Now I'm not even sure what I saw. Alright. Either way, you have no idea what actually happened at the real scene of the murder. That's right. And I can say that with every confidence. Oh, wow. Would you look at the time? I'd better go. I have a book signing to get to. A book signing? Whose book? His? Yeah, this is just a drawing. Whose do you think? It's mine, of course. It's a Laurie's to name book signing. I bet you went around and begged a bunch of bookstores to let you do one. Oh, of course not! They're the ones coming around to beg me! Looks like I guessed right. Yeah, anyway, I have to go. I'll send you 10 copies of my new book that just got released the other day, alright? 10 copies? That's very generous of you. What are you talking about? I'm gonna send you the bill too, of course. What? Just put him down as office expenses or something. Well, see ya. Wait, Larry, we don't need... He's gone. I'll take a copy, boss. Oh, and make sure it's signed. Oh boy, Trucy's not gonna like this office expense. There goes our first lead. What do you want to tackle next, Nick? Right. We should really hit the streets now, huh? How about we go see Ellen? Sounds good, boss. I bet I can cheer her up. I thought you were going to help Trucy with her magic show again today, Athena. Oh no, not that, please. Weren't you supposed to go meet her right about now? Trucy said she was gonna practice her new trick on you, if I recall. On me? Really? Trucy's show is an important source of income for our agency, you know. You can't leave the case to us, so you go ahead and run along now. But boss! Off you go, Athena. No! I don't want to die! We'd better get going too, Maya. Okay! Ooh, Maya music, hell yeah! So nostalgic! Why the long face, Maya? I can't believe time travel isn't real after all. I see. I thought I'd get to go back in time and see some real dinosaurs, ninjas and stuff. Yeah, too bad, huh? I couldn't be more relieved, personally. Yeah, like I said this morning, you know, like... when you start playing the bass, you start hearing the bass more prominent on, like, all kinds of music. And now I do. After 2 months. What should we do? Oh, I don't know. I mean, shouldn't we just keep investigating stuff or something? He's really lost that spark. Ever since I proved that time traveling wasn't real in court today. Oof, she's sad. Well, you know what I do miss? The Ace Attorney 1 detention center music. It's so gloomy and it used to scare me. Oh, my poor sweet Soren. I wonder how he's getting along without me. When I started watching Reine, I began to be able to pick her voice out in collabs more. Yeah, because like, sometimes people would say like, hey, your voice sounds like so-and-so. Your voice sounds like so-and-so. I think it's like Iris or Gigi Or I don't know who else. I forgot. Depends on how I'm speaking, I think. Oh, Mr. Wright, what's going to happen with the trial, do you think? Well, first and foremost, we have to hurry up and find this mystery person you saw just before you passed out. She's ironing. Do you think that person could be the real killer? It's quite possible. And if you can prove that, we can clear you of all charges. Actually, would you happen to know where Soren is right now? To me, your voice sounds very distinct, but I do listen to you a lot. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that too. Like, my voice is very distinct. Like, I think it's not just my voice, but also like the way I speak, my mannerisms, my choice of words. He's usually busy with meetings all afternoon, but he should be home by evening. I think I better go have a chat with him later then. What is that? Your cadence is really different. Cadence! See, I love that word. My cadence. What about my cadence? I want to know. Why am I being treated to a view of someone's underwear? It's the accent, yeah. You suspect my sweet Soren? Well, he's the one who masterminded the tech and reception after the time skip. So I thought he might be able to tell us something. It would be tough to describe. How could you, Mr. Wright? You can't possibly think my Soren would never killed anyone. Oh, all right. Just calm down. It would be tough to describe. Well, good luck. No, not if you're accusing my Soren. Please, I'm not accusing anybody. So please put the pen and ladle down, all right? Really? Yeah, like my accent's just like, you know, because I'm not like American. I'm not English. I'm not like whatever. So like my English is just like a mix of everything all over the place. Plus like Indonesian, obviously. Yeah. It's just like what I'm exposed to, you know? Give me like put for example, like put me and Kiara in a box together for a month, and then when I get out of the box, I'll start speaking exactly like Kiara. Yeah. I'm not American? Really? You sound mildly American. Cross my heart. So for now, would you mind if I ask you a few more things about the case? I better be careful not to provoke her. I love her. Okay. Well, let's talk then. What about Soren, huh? Does it have to be a box or body would also work? Yeah, body would also work, yeah. Why not? Could you tell me about Soren? There's nothing to tell. He's squeaky clean. Alright, okay. Maybe I should avoid the topic of Soren right now. Let's talk about something else then. Fine, but you won't hear a peep out of me about Soren. Yeah, talk about pulling teeth. ID was quite EN before EN. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about like hearing that like right now, but it really was like because ID Gen 1 was before Myth. So yeah, and then I think like about now, like I feel like it's like safer to like mix languages and stuff like that, because like there's a lot of a lot of Indonesian people already aware of like hololive ID and stuff like that. But I think back then, it's not really like a choice, because most people who watch hololive like they do speak English, and so I guess like we gotta speak a language that we both can understand, That's why, like, right now, like, past Reine used to speak English more, but this Reine, like, sometimes she talks in Indonesian and so and so and so and so. It's because, because there's different people watching now. So I think that's a good thing also, but yeah, that's basically it, the explanation. Anyways, could you tell me about Pierce Nickety then? He came to Sprocket Manor about a year ago. Sprocket Manor! Sprocket Manor! As a family butler, he's now in charge of everything in the household. Only a year ago, did he have some kind of special connection with the family? I noticed ID members speak all 3 languages fairly often. Yeah, I think it's like, cause, yeah, Indonesian and English, and people who don't at least, like, speak Japanese a little bit or, like, watch anime, I don't think they would be interested in, like, auditioning for hololive. I don't think so. Only a year ago, did he have some kind of special connection with the family? I'm just afraid, so I'm not privy to such things, I'm afraid. It might have been Soren's order, but Pierce is the one who coordinated the whole thing. He's the one who really orchestrated the grand time travel farce. I think like knows? Every time I say something in ID, it's usually like a joke that wouldn't be funny translated, or something I would repeat in English anyways. So it's not really like you're not missing much, unless it's an ID collab. He must have quite a bit of authority in that family. But no matter how good he is at his job, how could anybody gain that much influence in a single year? I really don't know. I mean, he is an excellent butler. Wouldn't that explain it? Seems like it's swearing most of the time. Well, touche. Well, is it really as simple as that? I don't know. What you thought was time travel was really just a cover-up carried out by your in-laws. Pierce said Soren was the one who ordered the whole thing. I still can't believe it, even if the second reception was fake. Soren would never use time travel for something like that. He's very serious about his time machine research, you know? Yeah. Alright, there's a reason he's researching time machines, actually. It's to revive his dead sister. Something about something he wishes he could change. But isn't the whole idea of traveling back in time itself a little fantastic? I don't think so. After all, Soren said real-time travelers do exist. Really now? I don't know. I think I know someone who actually traveled through time. That's right. I haven't seen it personally, but Soren said as much. Alright. Wait. Oh my god, I'm using the wrong one? My tongue! Where's my tongue? Give it back! Hold on. Where's my tongue? Give it back, give it back, give it back, give me. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. Oh, hell yeah. That's more like it. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, what? So I believe it. Somebody who actually traveled through time, huh? It's pretty hard to believe. Thank you, Ellen. You're going out to do your investigation now, aren't ya? Yes, that's right. Please make sure you don't cause Soren any trouble, okay? I'm afraid I can't promise you that. What?! Please, whatever you do, please don't upset my poor Soren any further. I'm begging you. I'll do my best not to cause you any unnecessary trouble. Oh, I couldn't bear it if Soren ever came under suspicion. Well, I don't know. It's just my job, you know? I'd rather be found guilty myself! Yikes! Alan, please, don't work yourself up like this. You don't want Soren to worry, do you? No, you're right. And the floodwaters recede once more. So what do we do now, Nick? Well, Ellen said Soren's usually in meetings until the evening, so let's go somewhere else. Let's save our house call until then. Why don't we go to the mooring dock and figure out what our next move is? Yeah, from there. Roger, Nick! Let's go here. Anything else we can do? So, where should we start? Let's see. Are there any places we haven't examined yet? We already investigated the reception hall and Sprocket Manor. I know, we haven't looked at the Vista deck on the hold yet. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, you're right. We've still got some pretty important places left to examine, don't we? The Vista deck is the actual scene of the murder, right? And the lantern with the body in it was stored in the hold. Okay. I think there's a good chance we'll find some important clues in those locations. Do we know how to get to the hold? Good question. I think it was labeled in that diagram of the airship in this pamphlet. Okay. There it is. Okay. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Okay. So this is the hold. This is where Pierce orchestrated the whole cover-up operation. You better go over this place with a fine-tooth comb. Oh, hey Nick. Weren't we supposed to need a keycard to get in here? You're right. I wonder why it was unlocked. How's it going, Mr. Wright? Oh no, is it... Oh, it's her, Emma again. What are you doing here? Just a little independent investigating for my own sake. Gotta keep the mind sharp. Ah, so the door security system was turned off for the police investigation. We'd like to investigate the hold ourselves. Would that be alright? Yeah, sure. The police just finished their examination anyways. Thanks. We'll just take a quick look around then. Oh, right! You should know that the floor doubles as a huge lift. You can use that lever way back there to raise it up to the vista deck. Oh, the police inspected it already, but didn't find anything of particular interest, it seems. Oh, if you'd go up to the vista deck with a lift, be careful not to fall off. Got it, thanks. That goes double for you, Maya. Yes, ma'am! Well, let's get this show on the road. Any progress with your investigation? Nothing conclusive yet, I'm afraid. Almost everybody was involved with the cover-up. So, it's hard to know who or what to believe. I know what you mean. Unless you have some compelling evidence, I'm afraid it's going to be a tough trial for you. You're telling me. There isn't much time left, so I've just gotta make do and see what I can turn up. Hi. Oh, look, Nick! It's an airplane! I wonder if Soren built that one too. Hey, why don't we take it for a spin? Just a quick tour around the neighborhood. And who do you propose is going to pilot that wooden death trap? Me, of course! Who else? Don't worry, I've seen people fly airplanes on TV plenty of times. I think I'll pass. I've still got my whole life ahead of me. Ooh. So there are two male peggable lanterns in the reception hall. That must mean these two are also female. Peggy-cow lanterns. Larry got their sexes mixed up when he replaced the one in the reception hall, huh? Didn't you see the horns? The difference is pretty glaring if you ask me. And yet he managed not to notice? That's what makes Larry Larry. It's Yuri Peggy-cow. And Larry being Larry is why I've seen more than my fair share of trouble for a lifetime. Oh. Mr. Wright? You know that lantern the victim was found inside of in the reception hall? I'm just about to go piece it back together so the police can examine it. Oh, okay. We'll stop by for a look too once you're done with fixing it. What's that? A wedding bell? According to the pamphlet, it's used on the vista deck during wedding ceremonies to bless the newlyweds. I guess they disassemble and store it away here in the hole when it's not being used. About cake. Ooh, it's a cake, Nick! A cake! It's so big, they wouldn't miss one little piece, would they? You're that in the mood for a mouthful of styrofoam? Sure, knock yourself out. You mean it's not real? Well, it sure fooled me. I was so ready to have some that I'm really craving cake now. Come on, Nick, let's go get some! Maybe after the trial is over. Huh? It looks like there are some fingerprints on this candelabra. Yo! Vampire survivors! Yeah, I just got done dusting that. I was able to pull a set of left-hand prints. Do you know whose prints they are? Yes! The prints belong to the victim. Duma Gloomsbury. Nick! You figured out something amazing. Oh, you did? Get this, if the fingerprints on the candelabra were from his left hand, Then Mr. Doom and Gloom must have been left-handed. What do you think of that? Do I have the makings of a great detective or what? You're a real silly Sally if you thought that deduction was in any way encyclopedic. Hey, you're pretty good, Maya. I looked into it myself, and sure enough, the victim really was left-handed. Oh, really? I got it right? Awesome! Good for you, Maya. Good for you? Good for you, guys! Good for you! That's all you gotta say? I think you did a real great job, Maya. Way to go. I guess one can never have too much info. Now you're talking. But come to think of it, this kind of lover isn't in the photo Larry took off his hold, is it? That picture was taken when they were getting ready for the first reception, yeah? The kind of lover must have been brought in here sometime after that, then. Good for you actually mentioned in the game? It's still possible it has something to do with the incident, though. I'd better add it to the evidence file just in case. For sure, yeah. Oh, by the way, Mr. Wright. You can have this finger. Yeah! I want a finger from powder! You're giving this to us? Sure. I have 4 other sets. Thanks. I feel like there's something more to the candelabra, but I can't put my finger on it. Obviously, because it's evidence. Okay, what about this flower? It's the white powder Emma is addicted to. She's finally giving us a share of it. These are the flowers we saw in Larry's photo. The petals make them look like little gears. The perfect flower is for the Sprocket family, huh? Maybe they were going to shower the couple with the petals? You mean kind of like how people throw rice or confetti? Yeah, like that. Metal Gear! Only these were found at the scene of murder instead. These must be the dishes and glasses they use for receptions. Very fancy. I bet we'd be in big trouble if we broke any of them. Oh, I want to see, Nick. You, young lady, need to stay far, far away from them. Nick! You think I'm gonna break them, don't you? Let's just say your rap sheet for breaking things doesn't help your case. Okay. So this is all the airship engine. It's pretty impressive. And it's all rhythmic, like a heartbeat. It's the literal heart of the flying chapel. Look at all those huge gears spinning around and around and around and around and... Ugh, I think I'm starting to get dizzy. Yeah, me too. Anything else? The lever, maybe? Oh, look! There's a lever to the lift Emma told us about. Let's try going off on it. I'll go flip the switch. Here goes nothing. Wait, I'm not even on it yet! Oh! Hey, Maya, stop the lift! Whoops, sorry, I got a little carried away. Never mind that, move over a little. Woohoo, okay. Is that blood? Blood? Let me see. Could it be Mr. Gloomsbury's blood? Well, this lift goes up to the Vista deck where the murder took place, so maybe he was not killed in the Vista deck, after all. I think that's the most logical conclusion. But I thought the victim was clubbed to death and there wasn't much blood? Something tells me I better take a picture of this. Lift bloodstain added to the core record. I should ask Emma about it somewhere later. Well, there's still a long, before the trial, so we can deduce a lot. Can you bring the lift back down now? You got it! I'll go flip the switch again. There. Done! I want to find out some more about that blood stain, but for now, I guess we should go out to the Vista deck and take a look around the actual crime scene for ourselves. The view must be great from up there. I bet it'll be awesome. You mean it would be if it wasn't the scene of a murder? Okay, to the Vista deck we go. Make sure you actually get on the lift this time, Nick. I know. Okay, I'll just flip the switch again, and away we go. Wow, look at the gorgeous view! So this is where Ellen was attacked and Mr. Gloomsbury was killed. Yeesh, one wrong step and it's all kersplat on the ground below. Should we go investigate the stuff that's a little closer to the edge? Well, I don't see much of anything over there. The police investigation didn't turn up any clues either, so maybe we don't need to? Oh, I get it. You're scared, aren't you, Nick? Oh, of course not! Come on, let's go back down and finish checking out the hold. Okay. I like the noise, it's pretty therapeutic. Okay, did we examine everything in here? I think we did. Okay. Let's talk about the candelabra. Emma, can we check out this candelabra a little more? A little more? What do you... Oops! What happened? I almost dropped the candelabra and the candle slipped off. Ooh! Well, let's be careful with that. It might be important evidence. Wait a minute. Now what? One of the pins that hold the candles is broken. What? There's definitely something fishy about this candelabra. There is? What makes you say that? Call it forensic investigator's intuition! We already dusted this for prints earlier. So let's test it with luminol this time. Knowing Emma should use every test she has at the same time she could. Just hang on, this will only take a second. I hope this turns up a new lead somehow. Well, Emma? Did you find anything? Take a look at this, Mr. Wright. What is all that blood doing on there? Yeesh. Maybe somebody got hurt while they were setting up for the reception? These pins are pretty sharp. But if one of the pins is broken, it means there was some force involved. Do you think maybe somebody got stabbed? But nobody reported anything like that. That's quite a bit of blood. I wonder whose it is. If I have anything that might shed some light on that, I should probably show it to Emma. What? There's nothing... really. I'm not sure what we should show. It's absolutely unbelievable. What kind of monster would plan to commit a murder on somebody's happiest day? I take it this means you don't have any significant new leads. No, I'm afraid not. You? I've got nothing. I wish I could be of more help. Well, thanks anyway. Appreciate it. All you can do is keep on keeping on, right? Hold on, let me just check the log. Whose blood? Who got stabbed? That's the problem, okay. Who got stabbed? Can we show... do we have the evidence now? We need to see someone. We need like a photo or something. Why don't you take a break with something sweet? I highly recommend snackus myself. You want to try some? Yum, munch, munch, munch. Oh no, thanks. I appreciate the offer though. Suit yourself. You don't know what you're missing. There's really no photo that shows somebody got stabbed. Maybe we'll move later. I don't know. Oh my freaking god. Emma, about this bloodstain. Doesn't something about it strike you as odd? What's so odd about the victim's blood? That's not exactly... There's just something about it that bothers me. Now that you mention it, I can't say I necessarily disagree with you. Maybe we should talk about this somewhere with her. Okay, let's go. About this bloodstain, what about it? There's something about it that's been bothering me. Oh yeah, what's that? Well, there's a huge bloodstain on the crime scene lift and the bloodstained candelabra. Now, this is only a guess, but I'm thinking maybe these two bloodstains are from the same source. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe these two bloodstains are from the same source. I guess that is a possibility. Can we compare the two bloodstains? Would that take a lot of time? Are you kidding? Don't underestimate the power of science! It'll be done in a jiffy! And the results are in. That didn't take long now, did it? It seems that the blood from the lift and candelabra are from the same person. Okay. Nice. Well, the victim was clubbed to death and there wasn't all that much blood. But if this isn't Mr. Gloomsbury blood, then whose blood is this? Well, this is just a guess, but... What if Mr. Gloomsbury stabbed somebody with a candelabra pin? I'm gonna drink my fiber drink. That would explain both the huge blood stain on the lift and the blood on the candelabra. Oh my goodness! If that's true, then that means there was somebody else present at the scene of the murder! It does, doesn't it? This just might substantiate Ellen's statement about a third person. Emma, could you have this blood analyzed? Sure thing. A mysterious blood stain on the candelabra with the victim's prints on it. This just might be the thing to back up Ellen's memory of seeing a third person. What's this game name? Oh, it's Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Next up, the reception hall. It might be worth taking another look around in there. Yeah. The reception hall, the forensics team is in there investigating right now. Oh, they are? Well, we don't have time to just sit around, so let's go check out something else. Good idea. You could go question some people. Especially Soren. I have quite a few questions for that guy. For real, for real. Sounds good, Nick. Off to do some legwork then. Yep, I thought we'd head to Soren's house for starters. He was accompanying the police on their investigation here earlier, but he's probably home by now. Okay, that's good. Great, thanks. Later, Emma. Let's go to foyer. Still can't get over how gorgeous Sprocket Manor is. Just don't touch anything. I wasn't going to. She was definitely going to. I was told I had guests. Thank you for seeing us, Soren. We know you're busy. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the case if you wouldn't mind. Soren? You're Ellen's lawyer, right? Huh? Yes, that's right. Don't tell me he doesn't remember me. Will Ellen be found guilty? We're doing everything we can to prevent that. That's why we're here, investigating. Will you please tell us what you know? Soren? Alright, fine. What was that pause all about? It was you who gave the order for that large-scale cover-up plan, isn't that right? What large-scale cover-up? Don't play dumb with us! You held 2 wedding receptions in order to try and cover up Mr. Gloomsbury's murder! Ellen thought that, through the power of the timekeeper you built, she traveled back in time. Ah, so that's why there were 2 receptions. Wait, does he seriously not know why the reception was held twice? Looks like I'll have to delve deeper here. So, the cover-up scheme, that fake trip through time? You're not the one who was behind it all? Pierce Nickety stated in court that you were the one who ordered it to be carried out. Pierce said that? I see. I leave him in charge of everything around me. So whatever he decides is, in essence, my decision too. So I take it that you didn't know anything about the cover-up. That's none of your business. But you were in the 2 wedding receptions in a row. And still, you claim to know nothing? I have nothing more to say to you. Please leave. Wow. But Soren! He just doesn't want strangers. Youch. Oh, there's something written on this paper airplane. Let's see... Go away! It doesn't get clearer than that, huh? He's looking especially uncooperative, but maybe I can grab his attention somehow. There's still that one piece of evidence I don't know much about. It's worth a try. This? What are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket! I can't read him at all. Not even with an item as loaded as sentiments as this. Wow. Soren, have you ever seen this before? That's... Oh, he's fidgeting. That's... Soren? What is it? Nothing. Why did this whole demeanor change all of a sudden? He's gone pale as a ghost, too. Oh, he pingsan. He taoretad. Soren! Nick, look at his stomach! He's bleeding! So he was the one who was stabbed. Somebody help! Soren's collapsed. Master Soren! Get into the hospital quickly now! Poor Soren. That must be one serious wound. What is it, Nick? Well, when I showed him the candelabra, his whole demeanor changed. So I was just thinking that maybe his injury is... Huh? What's this? It's Soren's notebook. He must have dropped it in the rush to get him to the hospital. Ooh, his notebook, huh? I wonder what's written in it. Don't you? Come on! You know you want to take a peek? Yeah, background characters be like, none of my business. Soren's notebook. What to do, what to do. Take a peek, duh! I feel guilty snooping around in somebody's personal notebook, but... maybe we should take a little look-see. Whoa! It's filled with big words written in tiny letters! I guess he uses this notebook to write down his invention ideas. Huh? What is it? Did you find something? After March 8th of last year, the content of this notebook changes dramatically. March 8th. That's her sister's death, probably. Like how? Well, ever since that date, Soren's been writing down every detail of his life. Oh! He has amnesia! And so he has to write everything so he don't forget. Like maybe from trauma or something? Maybe he decided to start keeping a diary? But this is way too detailed to be an ordinary diary. Either he's really compulsive, or maybe just plain forgetful. But is it really as simple as that? If feel like something happened on March 8th that made Soren change. Yeah, like, earlier, like, did he not recognize me? Well, why don't you let me take a look at that and I'll tell you. Hey, Maya, let go or we'll rip it. Hey! Now look what you did! You dropped it! You should have just let me take a look. How is this my fault? Oh no, Nick! It fell to that pool of Soren's blood! Ah, you stupid darn! I can't read a thing on these 2 pages now. Oh, you're gonna get it now. Ugh, I guess it really is my fault after all. Let's just put it away carefully for now. We can't let anything else happen to it, you hear? Huh? Hey, look! There's something sticking out of the notebook. It looks like a newspaper article. Let's see. It's about the car accident Soren's sister died in. Happened on March 8th. Yeah. That's the day Soren's notebook completely changed. Oh, wow! What else does it say? Yeah, like, I think it's just like he doesn't remember, but then when we show him the candelabra, like, it triggers, like, some kind of, like, you know, the traumatic memory of getting stabbed. So that's why he's like, you know. It says the driver at the time of the accident was Duma Gloomsbury. Oh. It says Soren was in the car too and that he had sustained severe injuries. It's just like Pierce said. Soren completely changed after the accident. So Gloomsbury was driving the car when they got into that accident, huh? That opens up the distinct possibility of Soren holding a grudge against Gloomsbury. You think Soren could have... I don't know. It's not like I have any proof. We should talk to Fierce about this when we return Soren's notebook to him. Though he doesn't seem to be here right now. Yeah, there's no psychic lock on Soren because he literally can't lie. He doesn't remember. Maybe he's at the Flying Chapel. Flying Chapel Doko. Not here. Mooring dock? I sure hope Pierce is around here somewhere. Ah, Mr. Wright and Miss Faye. It's him again. Hello, Pierce. We were just looking for you. I'm sorry for Master Soren's sudden departure earlier. You have my sincerest apologies. It was totally understandable, really, but shouldn't you be at this side right now? It's fine. The other servants are with him, and I'm in constant contact with them. Oh. Do not forget to give him his pain medication and be sure to keep him hydrated. Also, see to it that he is not up and about. I'm gonna drink some coffee. He needs complete bed rest. Is this what happens when you're too rich for normal peasant phones? I must return to Master Soren now, but did you want something of me? Actually, here's Soren's notebook. He dropped it when he collapsed. Oh, Pierce doesn't notice the bloodstain. Oh, thank you very much for this. I will see to it personally that Master Soren gets it back. Thank you. I trust you did not look inside. Oh, of course not! Because it is filled with numerous patent-worthy ideas, you see. Look, I know you're busy, but would you mind if I asked you a few questions about the case? Well, as I said, I must be getting back to Master Soren. So, if you could make it quick, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, I'll make this as quick as I can. Let's talk. I'd like to ask you about the cover-up you tried to pull off, if you don't mind. I told everything there is to tell in court already. Disposing of anything that may harm the Crockett family's reputation is simply a part of my job. Sounds like a lovely job description. I have nothing more to say on the matter. I will say I do not think it's wise to spend time on topics that have already been discussed. Right. The accident! Pierce, could you tell us more about this accident? Where did you find that? And did I not already tell you about that accident? You did, but you conveniently left out one crucial detail. The fact that Duma Gloomsbury was driving the car at the time. Oh, did I not mention that? I suppose it simply did not come up then. If Mr. Gloomsbury caused the accident, why didn't the Sprocket family fire him? Wouldn't that usually be the natural consequence of such a huge mistake? Please do not misunderstand. Gloomsbury stayed on with the family on Master Soren's request. What? That is the type of person Master Soren is. Perhaps it was the influence of Miss Selena's kind nature. She was such a sweet person that even in her last moments she thought of Master Soren. Not only did Soren not hold a grudge against Gloomsbury, he insisted on keeping him on. Really? No, I really don't understand how that guy's mind works. So you were present for Selena Sprocket's last moments? Yes, in my professional capacity. The accident happened on the way to a certain party. And what kind of party was it? It was Miss Selena's engagement party. She was supposed to be engaged to? Bloomsbury's injuries were minor, but Miss Selena's and Mr. Soren's were critical. They were brought to the Sprocket family's regular hospital. Wow, to have such a terrible thing happen on what was to be a day of celebration. Look at the pocket watch, though. Thanks to the surgeon in charge, Master Soren pulled through. But Miss Selena, she... The last words Miss Selena said to me were... Aww. Please help Soren. Aww, ever since then I have attended Master Soren and tried to help him in any way I can. So maybe she was supposed to be engaged to him. I see. Selena's fiancé must have been devastated. Indeed. The shock of losing Miss Selena was so great, he quit being a surgeon. He was a surgeon? Wait, so the surgeon who tried to save them both was he... Yes, he was Miss Selena's fiancé. Also, not you? What a terrible tragedy. How awful. So where's her fiancé now? Good question. I wonder that sometimes myself. So Selena had a fiancé. I wanted the fiancé to be him. I'd like to find out more about him, but I doubt I'll find him anytime soon. So, are we done here? I'm afraid I must be going. Could you please just tell me a little more about Soren? There is nothing more to tell. I can't seem to get any real answers out of him just by asking him questions. But there is that piece of evidence I still don't know much about. Maybe he'll be able to tell me something about it. The candelabra again? Pierce, have you ever seen this candelabra before? No, I don't know anything about it. Psyche lock! My Magatama reacted. Pierce must be trying to hide something from me. Have to break those psyche locks and find out what. Yeah.
Take that!
Pierce is secret. Pierce! You're hiding something from me about this candelabra, are you? Yeah. Dasar lo tukang bohong! Pakai ngelap segala lagi. It is one of the candelabras from the Flying Chapel, is it not? Yeah. Is there something special about it? Actually, yes. There's some blood on it, you see. I think the blood might belong to this person. Ya, pasti dia pelakunya karena gua ngasal semuanya gua asbun tapi yang penting streamnya jalan terus. Mana ya? The blood might belong to this person. Pokoknya orang ini. What does this person have to do with it? That's not who I meant. Anjing salah. Ya ampun salah, tapi kita coba lagi. Pokoknya kita semua punya kesempatan sekali lagi. Oh sorry, Soren was stabbed. Yeah, Soren, sorry aja, tapi dia Soren yang di ini. Soren has a rather nasty wound on his body, doesn't he? Ugh. Ouch! Yes, Master Soren is indeed injured. Dia terluka. Yeah, hatinya pun dan perutnya terluka karena candelabra. Are any of the other people involved in this case injured? Not as far as I know. I see. Then let me ask you this, Pierce. Do you suppose Soren could have been more directly involved than you're letting on? What in the world would make you think that? Oh, I've got my reasons. Mr. Gloomsbury's fingerprints were found on this candelabra stem. Emang gue pikirin. Which leads me to believe that Mr. Gloomsbury stabbed Soren with it. Terserah mau siapa yang mati, yang penting aku menangin kasus ini, lalu dibayar, dapat duit, jadi bisa liburan di Bali. You cannot possibly think Master Soren is the one responsible for the murder. Yeah, aku mau naik pesawat, tapi apa nggak tahu deh, bodo amat. I don't have any conclusive evidence of that at the moment. Asbun amat liriknya, tapi nggak apa-apa. Yang penting gua free, bisa stream bersama-sama di malam hari. Apa ya, nggak tahu. Sekarang jam berapa? Jam 9. Tapi kita harus makan karena udah malam. But I do think he had no motive. This proves that Soren had a motive to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. Soalnya ini.
Take that!
Even though it was an accidente, Mr. Gloomsbury was the man responsible for taking Soren's sister away. Makan kopi. Nice rhyme, gak tau anjir. Apa ya? Let us suppose that Gloomsbury did stab Master Soren with the candelabra. Ditusuk pakai candelabra soalnya dia naik mobil terus nabrak. Semoga Master Soren menemukan ketenangan di hatinya. Kalau enggak lu tabrak aja nih orang. Gak tahu deh gua be. Can you prove that it had anything to do with this case? Yeah, he might have been stabbed by some other location for some other reason. Yeah, sorry I can't prove if it was related to this case. Yeah, okay, really? Soren's stabbing and Mr. Gloomsbury's death are definitely connected. Yeah. Are they now? Now. This is the piece of evidence that ties Soren's injury to Mr. Gloomsbury's murder. Apa ya jawabannya? Nggak tahu. Yang penting kita asbun aja. Nanti kita tahu. Pokoknya aku nggak mau tahu. Ngapain ya kita? Bukti yang mana yang benar? Bukti mana yang benar dan tak terlalu di luar nalar. Marilah kita semua. Mau ngapain? Ini kali tahu ah? A blood stain was found on the side of the lift that goes between the hole and Vista deck. Its blood matches the blood that's on the candelabra. I obtained the results straight from the mobile. Mobil lagi, goblok banget, lagi mikirin nabrak mobil anjir. Straight from the police, so I can assure you this information is correct. This blood stain on the lift indicates an important fact. It shows us that Soren was there during the crime. Soren's blood is on the lift, which can only mean one thing. He was there, wasn't he? Soren was at the scene of the crime. You are very astuti, tutti, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I fear I cannot hide this from you any longer. Very well. I will tell you everything. Unlock successful, yeah. Pierce's secret. Could you tell me about Soren's injury? Ya, dia terluka. Tapi nggak apa-apa karena aku nggak peduli sama dia. Ya, yang penting aku dapat uang dan bisa bersenang-senang. Yeah. Very well. This is what I heard directly from Master Soren himself. As you surmise, Master Soren was stabbed by Gloomsbury on the day of the murder. It happened after the first wedding reception. The happy couple was in the reception hall when suddenly Gloomsbury appeared. Yeah, he attacked Miss Ellen and tried to take her away. Master Soren went to stop him and found himself in a struggle with Gloomsbury. That is when Master Soren was stabbed with the candelabra, he said. Ouchies! Even though Master Soren was badly injured. Oh my god, is that my... It's like our hand emote. Even though Master Soren was badly injured, he went after Gloomsbury. So Soren really was at the scene of the murder, wasn't he? Yes, that is correct. However, by the time Master Soren arrived at the scene, Gloomsbury had already been murdered. So it appears to saying that Soren was at the crime scene, but that he didn't have anything to do with the murder itself. Yeah, this BGM is so rappable. This track is so rappable, guys. Even so, why did you try to keep such an important piece of information from me? Yatas ragua dong, bro. I'm very sorry. Master Soren's injury and Gloomsbury's murder were not directly related, so I decided not to mention it, so as not to unnecessarily complicate the investigation. Now then, I am sorry, but I am afraid I really must go now. Please excuse me. Thank you for your time. Sure should have just told us everything in the first place and saved us a lot of time. Yeah, but I guess it isn't that simple for him. He's the family butler after all. My job is perjury. Yeah. Perjury adalah tugasku sampai semuanya. Muak. Nggak tahu ah. Yeah, he sure didn't make our job any easier though, did he? But at least we learned something new. Soren was at the scene of the crime. Yeah. That's true. Why do I keep saying yeah? One step forward is better than none. So what's next, Nick? Let's see. He made his own job easier, for real. The forensics team might be done investigating the reception hall by now. Alright, let's go check it out. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, all the great rappers say, yeah, this is how I make my new beats. Yeah, let's go. Move. Oh, wait, sorry, where were we about to move? Oh, reception hall. Alright. Iya, ada yang lagi ngelap. Somebody's like, doing chores. Standard issue rap filler word for real. That's like, yeah, it's like the like for like normal speech versus rapper speech. Yeah, it's like yeah, you know, we on the hunt for clues. That's the way, yeah. It looks like the police are done with their investigation in here. I wonder if it's okay for us to take a look around now. Oh, hi, Mr. Wright. Who dat, Emma? Hi, Emma. Would it be alright if we investigate in this room now? Sure, the police are all done, so go for it. Ta-da! Oh, remember that broken lantern? I restored it to perfection. Ow, yay! I'd say it's some of my best work. Sounds like the repair job was a resounding success. Thanks, Emma. We'll take a good look at it, too. Well, I have to be getting back to the station. Try not to mess up the crime scene if you can't help it. Man, she was so little at AA1. She was like 15 years old. Aw, how she has grown up. We'll be careful. I'll be seeing ya. Bye, Emma, and thank you! Well, shall we get started? What? Here's the broken lantern all patched up. And I do mean patch. Emma said this was some of her best work, so I know she put a lot of effort into it. It was pretty smashed up. It must have been a lot of work to piece it back together. Well, she gets an A for effort at any rate. Huh? The wheel handle on the back has some blood on it. It looks like somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. Maybe the blood got there when the killer was putting all Doom and Gloom's body inside. No, actually, you know whose hand has blood? It's Doom and Gloom. Do you see anything else worth noting? Well, there's another one of these lanterns over here. So it might be a good idea to really compare the two later. Okay. Really? That's it? Emma must have worked really hard on this. You mean the police lady? She was going at it like a jigsaw puzzle. Oh, not this piece here, not that piece there. It was pretty busted up. I can just imagine what a hard time she had figuring it all out. That's so funny. Okay. She should have passed me to hell. I would have loved to restore this thing with her. I think it's best to leave that kind of thing to the police. Besides, who knows what kind of liberties Maya would have taken in the process. A model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. And a propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Ooh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over neo-old Tokyo? If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes the sponsor of the show, I could see it happening. Why? Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later. Oh, please at least wait until the trial is over. Hi. Oh, Emma put it upside. Emma put this backwards because I remember the one on the inside the knob wasn't like painted. This is the unbroken peggable lantern, and this is the one that Emma restored. I wouldn't say they look exactly the same. More that they're made up of the same parts. Wait a minute. What is it, Maya? I think there's something off about this peggable. Just about everything about it looks off to me. Yeah, the inside is unpainted. I'm not quite sure what it is, but some detail isn't quite right. Show me the restored lantern again. Hey, I know, it's this, right? What? Where? The thing about the restored lantern that's off is the color of the wheel handle. Look, it's the wheel handle. It's a different color altogether. Yeah. I haven't got the inside and outside wheel handle switched around. Oh, wow, you're right. And there's blood here on this handle, as if somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. Right. Which means that the blood got on the handle from inside the lantern. Okay. Do you think the blood got there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern? It's really hard to say at this point. Okay. Oh, what's this? This is where the murder weapon, the timekeeper, was displayed. I guess it's in police custody now. Huh? What's this? A key? Let's ask the maid about it. Good idea. She might be able to tell us something. Hey, maid. Excuse me, could I ask you a question? Oh, of course. What would you like to know? Do you know anything about this key? It's the key that starts off the timekeeper. A startup key? That's right. Oh, the first startup of love ceremony was so beautiful. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together... Oh, how romantic it was. First startup of love ceremony? What exactly did that entail? Oh, it's a ceremony in which the couple activated the timekeeper together for the first time. I suppose it was kind of like a cake-cutting ceremony? And what are these symbols of their love you mentioned? Well, that's kind of an industry secret, so I can't really say. I'm sorry. I better be getting back to my work. Looks like there's an order from above not to talk about it. Interesting. Hey, I think that tablecloth is new. They must have changed it since yesterday. Huh? How can you tell? Because the food stains over there were now gone. I should have known it's because it's food related. It's another beautiful day outside, isn't it? Yeah, if only it wasn't the scene of a murder, we could really enjoy it. True. It must be tough for the maids to have to work on a beautiful day like today. Oh, we don't mind. Whoa, I didn't think you could hear me way over here. We don't think of it as simply cleaning. It's more like we're wiping away all of the sadness stuck into this airship. Wow. Wow, talk about devoted. I guess we've checked out everything of interest in this area. Alright. Anything we have to... Okay, what about this? Excuse me, is the fog machine ready to use now? No, I'm afraid not. We only put dry ice on it when there's an actual reception. I see, that's too bad. She still wants to blast me with a cloud of smoke, doesn't she? Haha, that's nice. That is funny. What about this door? Hey, take a look at that door. I wonder where it goes. Shall we open it up and see? Wait, please don't open that. It's the emergency escape hatch. It leads directly outside. You'll fall to your death. Phew, that was a close one, huh, Maya? I'll say. Okay. Phew. Well, I think we've checked out everything relevant to this case. What are you two doing here? Wait, what are you doing here? Oh. Soren, shouldn't you be resting in bed? You're injured. How do you know about that? Huh, never mind. My notebook. Have you seen my notebook? I can't find it anywhere. My notebook. I need my notebook. What's the matter with him? My notebook. Master Soren! Master Soren, I told you to stay in bed. My notebook. Here you go. Yes, this is it. The Soren gets emotionally unstable without that notebook of his. Phew. Looks like he's calmed down now. Soren, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I cannot allow you to do that. What if his spoon were to open up again? He needs to rest. I guess you're right. Now if you will excuse us. Master Soren, let us retire. Alright. There they go. Pierce is right. I guess he really isn't in any condition to be questioned. Well, let's go back to the agency and sort through what we've learned. Okay, it's agency time, guys. We're back. Anybody here? Oh, hi, boss! Athena? I thought you were with Trucy. I guess you could say that I'm taking a short break. But enough about me. What about the investigation? Did you find out anything? Athena theme is so good. Well, it turns out that the third person Ellen says she saw at the crime scene might have been Soren Sprocket. What? Really? I always thought he seemed suspicious. Thing is, by the time Soren got to the Vista deck, the murder had already occurred, apparently. No way! I don't buy that! Not for a second! It's a cover-up! A cover-up, I tell you! That's certainly a possibility. And as a lawyer, it's certainly a possibility I have to pursue, but what? It's your job, right? So pursue the heck out of it! Just do it! Yeah, but is that really what's best for Ellen? Soren could be found guilty if the truth comes out tomorrow. But if we don't pursue this possibility, Ellen could be found guilty instead. Oh man, either way, it sure doesn't spell out happily ever after for the two of them. So what are you gonna do, Mr. Wright? I can't let an innocent person get convicted. So I guess all I can really do is pursue the truth. Even if it ends up devastating Ellen. What a tough call to make. Still, there's always a chance, right? Maybe something will come up during the trial that will save their marriage. I hope so, I really do. What about that, guys? Well, Maya, let's go. Break the news to Ellen, you mean? Yep. Mr. Wright, please take me with you. I afraid I could help you counsel Ellen through this piece of bad news. Athena? I appreciate the offer, but don't you have somewhere else to be? Do I? Athena! What are you doing here? I've been looking all over for you. Come on now, let's get back to practicing. No, wait! My body can't take it anymore. Boss, you gotta help me. A lawyer always keeps their promises, Athena. But boss! If you bail on me one more time, Athena, I'm gonna use a real blade on you. Sorry, Athena, but somebody's gotta do it. Better you than me, though. Hang in there, kiddo. Come on, Maya. We'd better get going. Hello, Ellen. How did your investigation go, Mr. Wright? Yeah, it's a mess. Before I answer that, I need to ask you something. Was Soren with you when Mr. Gloomsbury attacked you in the reception hall? I'm sorry I kept it from you. I was afraid that he'd come under suspicion if I told you. So I kept quiet about it. I'm really sorry. I see. I thought it was probably something like that. Listen, Ellen, I'm afraid I had to make a very difficult decision based on what I found out. What kind of decision? This is very hard for me to say, but the mysterious person you saw at the scene of the crime was most likely Soren. What?! In other words, in court tomorrow, I'm afraid I'll have to propose to the possibility that Soren is the true culprit. No! Soren is innocent! No! But don't you see? If I don't try to pursue that line of thought, you'd be found guilty. No! 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 Please, Ellen, calm down. Ah! Soren just can't be found guilty. I'd much rather I be found guilty instead. Ellen! Oh my god, she's so close. You can't let yourself think like that. But, no! Marriage is for life, right? Do you really think you can run away from the truth and still be truly happy with him? Ah! You're not married, so how can you possibly understand? Sometimes you've just got to do whatever it takes to make things work! But, Nick, you talk to her. Hey, don't just dump this all on me. Mr. Wright, I'm innocent and Soren is too. So please, prove our innocence in court! I'll certainly do everything in my power. I just hope she doesn't lose control like this in court tomorrow. Okay, well, let's push through. To be continued. Actually, I'm gonna take a little break for 3 minutes to stretch. Alright, I'm gonna stretch for a little bit. Oh gosh. My stomach hurts, like my stomach muscles. Ouch, I think it's from exercise yesterday. From Pilates. Ugh. Ah. It's fine though. It was a good day, so I really wanted to go all out. Okay. Okay, so the one thing we found out yesterday is the Soren was there at the crime scene. I'm gonna sip another coffee. I only hope I can get some testimony from him that'll get to the heart of the matter. Mr. Wright. Morning, Ellen. Look, I'm afraid you might not like the result of today's trial. Nevertheless... Don't tell me you're still thinking of going that route! Soren is innocent! He can't be found guilty! Take me instead! Ellen, please, try and get a hold of yourself. I believe in Soren with all my heart. So how dare you doubt him? Regardless of which one of them is found guilty today, it's gonna be devastating for Ellen, isn't it? We just have to do everything we can. That's the best we can do, you know? The trial is about to begin, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's go, Maya. Yeah. Alright, we push through this, guys. Yes, day 2 court. Court is back in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Let's see now. Where were we? In yesterday's session, we found out about the Sprocket family's conspiracy to cover up the murder of Duma Gloomsbury with a second reception. Taking advantage of our collective shock, the defense, as usual, made a nonsensical claim. Namely, that there was a third person present who struck the victim.
Objection!
Hey, don't try to make it sound like I made it all up! The defendant herself made a statement about the existence of a third person, and further investigation has only proven her statement to be true. Then I presume the defense intends to focus on proving the identity of this third person. Is that alright with you, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed, Your Honor. In fact, I predict that the defense will most likely attempt to name Mr. Soren Sprocket as the true culprit. How did you? The driver during the accident that killed Mr. Sprocket's sister was the victim. Therefore, Mr. Sprocket had a motive to murder Mr. Gloomsbury. That's what you plan to assert, isn't it not, Mr. Wright? Ugh, am I that transparent? Come now, Mr. Wright, did you really think the police wouldn't uncover this information? Congrats on getting it in one, Mr. Edgeworth. But... You're wrong! Soren didn't do it! He's innocent! Miss Wyatt, please! He's innocent, I tell you! What is this, Mr. Wright? I thought your claim about the existence of a third person came from the defendant. It did. This is just a minor hiccup. Did you not discuss your strategy for today with the defendant, Mr. Wright? Starting off on the wrong foot again and seriously cutting into my lifespan. It would appear that the defense is in disarray. Ooh. Therefore, the best way to clear things up is to ask Mr. Sprocket himself what happened. Oh, he's gonna testify? Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call Soren Sprocket to the stand. What? Very well. Bailiff, please bring Mr. Sprocket to the witness stand. Hello there. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I don't know why, but the air of the court makes me sleepy for some reason. There's something written on this. There's something written on this paper airplane. Let's see. Soren Sprocket, Managing Director of Sprocket Aviation. Mr. Sprocket, please give your answers in words, not paper airplanes. Now then, Mr. Sprocket, please tell that doubting lawyer there what really happened at the time of the crime. Well, Mr. Sprocket? Mr. Sprocket! Alright. I think it's also like the witness too and the defendant, because like the defendant's acting like that, like noisy and blah blah blah, and like the Soren is also like la la la, saying nothing. But during the investigation we have Maya, who we can like speak to, and Emma, who's like Yap City, you know. You want me to talk about what happened when the crime occurred? In other words, after the first wedding reception. When Ellen and I were in the reception hall, right? Not even the power of the court can stop him from marching to the beat of his own drum. what he remembers. I was stabbed by Dumas in the reception hall and I collapsed to the floor. The next thing I saw was Ellen and Dumas on the Vista deck. I knew Ellen was in danger, so I headed for the Vista deck. When I got there, Dumas was already... I don't want to believe it, but it must have been Ellen. Nothing else makes sense. What the hell? Wait just a minute here. You actually think Miss Wyatt killed the victim? That's right. Dumas was killed by Ellen. This is unbelievable. How can you suspect your bride, the woman you love?
Objection!
The truth can be cruel. Miss Wyatt, you must be very upset. Is there anything you wish to say? Oh, her eyes. Oh. No. I can't believe this. Soren. I thought that at least you would believe in me. The best way now to show your love for your groom is to admit your guilt and try to atone. Soren.
Hold it!
Mr. Edgeworth, I haven't even cross-examined the witness yet. And quit picking on this clearly distraught. Yeah, that's so not cool, Mr. Edgeworth. A court is where we seek the truth. And the truth is unyielding, even to the truly pitiful. Mr. Edgeworth, I find it distasteful to make a lady cry. At 2, Your Honor. So what are you gonna do, Nick? If the third person Ellen saw on the Vista deck was Soren, then we have to prove Soren was there at the time of the murder. I don't see any obvious inconsistencies in his testimony, but we have to push forward.
Hold it!
Please tell me everything you can about when you got stabbed. After the reception, Ellen and I were enjoying a moment alone in the reception hall. Then Dumas appeared and stabbed me. We grabbed Ellen and the timekeeper and left the reception hall. Did Mr. Gloomspirit say anything at the time? I don't remember. After I was stabbed, I was immobilized by the pain. I see.
Hold it!
The Vista deck, huh? But it was nighttime then. Could you really see them in the darkness? The moon was out so I could see them clearly. From the looks of it, Dumas was trying to push Ellen and the timekeeper off the side. But you saw the defendant. About to be thrown off the airship, you say? That's right. In such a desperate situation, it would only be natural for her to fight for her life. And the murder weapon was right there within her grasp. Ugh, this isn't going well at all. I've got to do something fast.
Hold it!
I understand that your bride was in danger, but were you really able to move with a stab wound to the gut? I was desperately trying to push the pain out of my mind. I see, so adrenaline kicked in and gave you strength? Is that right? I don't see much of anything in his statement I can refute. That's right. Almost passed out several times as I made my way to the Vista deck.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely sure, Mr. Sprocket, that by the time you got to the Vista deck, the murder had already been committed? Yes. The Vista deck is just on the other side of the glass windows in the reception hall. Shouldn't you have been able to get there right away?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, have you investigated nothing? The only way to the Vista deck is to go to the hold and take the lift. No matter how much one hurries, it would take at least 10 minutes. Ugh, well, that's unhelpful. But Soren had to have gone there before the murder, or my claim won't stand. Do you have any ideas for me, Maya? It's definitely easier to prove that someone did go to the hold than not. I mean, you can't leave anything if you don't go someplace, right? Can't leave anything? Wait a minute. I think Maya is onto something here. The lack of a certain something actually proves that Soren didn't go to the hold. What's the matter? Are you stumped already? No, I'm far from stumped, Mr. Edgeworth. I know for a fact that Mr. Sprocket didn't go to the hold. Huh. You and your paper-thin bluffs. Mr. Sprocket's bloodstain on the lift proves he went through the hold. So what possible proof could you have that he did not, in fact, go through there? You want proof? You got it! You can do this, Phoenix. There's gotta be proof that Soren didn't go through the hold. What's through the hold mean? Mr. Wright. It's proof that Mr. Sprocket didn't go through the hold. The hold is the where? Oh yeah. From the lift. Let's see. The one that needed like an entry keycard, right?
Take that!
As anyone can see from the hold entry record, there's absolutely no mention of Soren Sprocket entering the hold. The defense asserts that Mr. Sprocket used a different route to get to the Vista deck. You can assert all you want, Mr. Wright, but can you actually prove another route exists? Can I prove the existence of another route to the Vista deck? Yes. I can! Through the emergency exit! Is it in the court record though? But is the answer I can or not yet? No, cause like nah bro, like no, I bet he went through the emergency exit and he turned into a pterodactyl and flew there. Shoot, but yes or no? Sounds crazy but plausible. Well, we'll see at the end. Yeah, but... oh gosh. It's not labeled here. Well, let's try not yet. Well, now that I really think about it, I guess it's going to be hard to prove. But I can't back down now. Okay, oof. There's only one thing I can do at a time like this. Bluff! I can prove it! Even if it's just a bluff, I have to present something. Anything that could prove the existence of the faster route to the Vista deck. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Mr. Sprocket made it for the Vista deck through here. 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 I think here. Oh my god, please. To save his bride from danger, Mr. Sprocket. Oh! Opened the escape hatch and made his way along the outside wall to the Vista deck. Oh. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? Yeah, the sieges are great. Wow, must have loved the fiancé so much. Okay, fine. Maybe not as the pterodactyl. It would certainly be a much faster route to the Vista deck.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Wright. Is that really the best you could muster? The escape hatch is not meant to be used to get from the reception hall to the Vista deck. One slip and that's all it would take for Mr. Sprocket to plunge to his death. But did he die? I have to agree, the defense's claim is really stretching it.
Hold it!
I understand how it sounds, Your Honor. But at this point, it's too early to definitively say that he didn't go that way. So that's what you're going with then, I take it? Of course, Your Honor. This is real life, Mr. Wright, not some cinematic drivel or comic book. Do you have some sort of logical explanation to share that would convince us of your claim? I do. Whoa. Are you sure, Nick? Kind of. Actually, I have nothing, but so I'll just have to wing it somehow. How wing it? Get it? On what do you base your theory that Mr. Sprocket made his way along the outside? My theory that he was able to go along the outside wall despite the danger is based on the power of love. To save the bride he loves, the groom risked his life and rushed to her side. Mr. Sprocket was able to make it to the Vista Deck despite the danger because of the power of love. Power of love. That love is a source of strength that can help one overcome any obstacle. I think I can relate thanks to my own long, happy marriage. Wow, he actually seems to be buying it.
Objection!
The power of love, you say? The kind of illogical argument is hardly viable in the court of law. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? I'm afraid not, Mr. Edgeworth. You should never underestimate the power of love. You'll understand one day when you get married. Which I won't! Oh, he's single by choice. Exactly what is so wrong with wishing to remain unwed? Way to set him off, Your Honor. Never mind all this unscientific nonsense. Are you aware, Mr. Wright, that at the time of the crime, there was a huge propeller turning at full speed between the hatch and the Vista Deck? I wasn't. Even if a person were to go outside through the hatch. Ah, no, happy tree friends! They'd be blown away in an instant. Yeah, makanya, they've turned into a pterodactyl. Ow! Ow! Where does your power of love get you now, Mr. Wright? A huge spinning propeller, you say? Nice reference? What reference? Oh, happy tree friends. Haha, yeah. In that case, I have to admit it does seem impossible. I should have known. Nick, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles, right? Right. I feel like I just saw Mia looking out at me through Maya's eyes. Dang. Cause they sisters, yeah? What's wrong, Nick? Why are you gaping at me like a giant sunfish? Thank you, Maya. You just helped me remember something really important. There it is. There's that fearless smile I was looking for. Aw, so nice. Now give us a mind-blowing theory, just like you always do. I have to turn my thinking around. Turn over the chessboard. Instead of wondering how Soren could have moved past the huge propeller, I have to think about what would have made it possible for him to do so. Your Honor, Mr. Wright only makes that ridiculous face when his back is pressed against the wall. Therefore, please do hurry and give your ruling before... Mr. Edgeworth, it's still far too early to discount my theory. What are you talking about? The airship's large spinning propellers have already shredded it to pieces. But if we think a little more outside the box, I'm sure we can find a way he could have made it. Stop trying to stall, Mr. Wright, and show us how it could have been remotely possible, if at all. I must agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Very well, Your Honor. There must have been a way. Some way that Soren could have moved along the wall in spite of the propeller. Now then, Mr. Wright, what specifically would have made it possible? This is how it would have been possible for Mr. Sprocket to get to the Vista Deck. Hey, shit, Sala! That's why the propeller is irrelevant. No. I was like... some other way, I mean like by gliding instead of walking, but I guess the game like... Why then are you now suggesting that he got into Vista Deck some other way? Getting ace attorneyed. Yes, well... What you want to know is what would make it possible to move along the outside wall, so please refrain from changing courses midstream, defense. I'm sorry, bro. Yes, Your Honor, I'd better think this through a little better. What allowed Mr. Sprocket to go along to the outside wall in spite of the propellers is the location of the flying chapel at the time of the crime. The location of the flying chapel? But wasn't it flying high in the sky? No, Your Honor, I'm afraid it wasn't. What? Then where was it? We've been new. At the time of the murder, the airship wasn't flying through the sky, but more to the ground. What? Dang, no pterodactyl theory? And if the airship wasn't flying, then that means... the propellers weren't turning. In which case... Whee! Whee! Mr. Sprocket could have gone to the vista deck along the outside wall. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? I don't remember. What's wrong? Oh, yeah, he like took the wrong side. Wow, he stabbed himself with his pencil. That's gonna leave a mark.
Objection!
Even if the propellers weren't turning, it would have been far too risky to go that way. That's why I'm saying the power of love, yo. Oh, but Mr. Edgeworth, you're forgetting about the power of love. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yes, the amazing power of love. Not this again. Very well, for the sake of argument, let's assume the so-called power of love made it possible for Mr. Sprocket to move along the outside wall of the airship. Can you prove that the airship was tied to the ground as you claim, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't have any evidence that proves where the airship was at the time. You can prove it, can't you? Maya, can you think of anything we can use to prove it? Can't say I can. Oh, wait! Didn't somebody see something outside a window? Pterodactyl time! Pterodactyl time! I think I remember someone saying as much. Do I have a piece of evidence that shows that what was on the airship? Yes. Well, what are you waiting for? This piece of evidence shows to be... Yeah, it's pterodactyl time! Woo!
Take that!
This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the murder. What kind of lousy drawing is that? It's a drawing made by Larry Butts. And what can you prove with that poor attempt at artistry? Larry made this drawing before he switched the lanterns. It must have been right around when the murder was being committed. Now if I could direct the court's attention here. What is that? Is that a pterodactyl? Does that mean that the airship actually went back in time to the Cretaceous period?
Objection!
We've already proven that time travel is nothing more than a gimmick, did we not? We did, and I have no intention of bringing up that argument again. But this drawing shows us an important piece of information. It shows us that the airship was actually moored on the ground. And what makes you so sure? That's easy. All I have to do is consider who made this drawing. Larry? Pasti aneh deh. Larry. That's right, it was Mr. Butts, and we both know what he's like. He must have seen something else and mistaken it for a pterodactyl. I can't argue with you there. Hey, wait just one doggone second here. What kind of moron do you guys take me for? I saw it with my own eyes. A pterodactyl flew right by the window, I tell ya. I have the sharp eyes of an artist. Don't you believe me? No. Nick! Nope. Some friends you guys are. What about the judge? You believe me, right, Your Honor? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you need to leave this courtroom. Bailiff, if you would. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Why doesn't anybody believe me? Don't take it personally, Larry. I know you're just being, well, you. Now then, so you're saying that what Mr. Butts really saw bears some relation to what was outside the airship at the time of the murder? Yes, Your Honor, at least I think it does. What this pterodactyl really is will prove the airship was anchored at the mooring dock. It had better anyway. If it doesn't, my whole argument is a bust. If you're that confident about it, then please go ahead and tell us what it really was. Yes, Your Honor.
Take that!
Sorry I didn't show it, but that looked like a pterodactyl. Please take a good look at the sign. At the sign? It appears to have been broken and then repaired. But what does this sign have to do with the pterodactyl? Please focus on this part of the sign. The part that broke off and got reattached? What about it? How about if we turn it like this? Ooh, that's shame! It's the pterodactyl in the drawing! Dang, so no one's actually using a glider? Boo, I expected too much. What if Mr. Butts actually... What Mr. Butts actually saw that was this chunk as it was being blown through the air by wind? What? On the day of the murder, there was some heavy winds in the area of the mooring dock. But it's hard to imagine that this sign would make it up as high as an airship would fly. That means the flying chapel must have been anchored in the mooring dock that night. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket?
Objection!
That's more than enough of this far-off love nonsense, you pop culture junkie. Wow. Present all the proof you want, but your argument is based far too much in conjecture. Why don't we return to the reality now? What do you mean too much conjecture? Even if the airship wasn't flying, that alone doesn't prove the witness went along the wall. True, even now it's no more than a possibility. Then how do you propose Mr. Sprocket got the vista deck, Mr. Edgeworth? I noticed something as I went over the evidence. Please take a look at this hold entry record. What about it? I don't see Mr. Sprocket listed on here anywhere. Don't you remember? In yesterday's session, we had a very similar kind of argument. Did we? Honestly, Mr. Wright, are you going senile already? We talked about Larry Butts using the defendant's keycard to enter the hold. Oh, we did talk about that, didn't we? In other words, even if a person's name isn't on the entry record, it's still possible for that person to have entered by using someone else's card. Ah! Mr. Sprocket, you entered the hold with Mr. Nickety, didn't you? I did. What? Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? Pierce is indispensable. I didn't want to mention him unnecessarily and risk having him wrongly accused. I couldn't do without him. Mr. Sprocket, I ask that you testify in greater detail about your movements that night. Okay. Truth is, I went to the Vista deck with Pierce. That's why my name doesn't appear on the cold entry record. I was badly injured from being stabbed, but I was frantic. By the time we reached the scene, it was all over. That doesn't help me one bit. Mr. Sprocket, you've concealed information from us time and time again. Who do you think you are, treating this court of law with such irreverence? That being said, I do appreciate the testimony you gave just now. Thanks to you, we now know why your name doesn't appear on the entry record. Now there are no more inconsistencies in the witness's testimony. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. He never leaves a loose end dangling. You okay, Nick? I wouldn't exactly call the situation okay. Somehow I'll have to coax the information we need for an opening out of him. If I even can, that is.
Hold it!
You didn't mention this because you didn't want Mr. Nickety to fall under suspicion? Is that because he has something to hide? He just didn't want the police to take up his time with all their questions, that's all. Neither the company nor the household would function smoothly without him. I see. Wow, sounds like Pierce is absolutely indispensable to the Sprockets. Anyway, getting back to your statement, when did you meet up with Mr. Nickety? I met up on my way to the Vista deck. I think Pierce and some of my relatives were on another floor. But Pierce heard the commotion and came running to my aid. You could hear the pandemonium all the way from another floor?
Hold it!
Your name doesn't appear in the whole entry record because you entered with Mr. Nickety using his keycard? That's right. So I guess the whole entry record doesn't matter as much as we thought. But now that Soren's saying he was with Pierce and a few others, it's pretty tough to refute that statement. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Cat got your tongue? Did you finally realize there's no point in continuing this trial any longer? Of course not! Ugh, I'll wipe that smug look off your face. Mr. Sprocket, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Speaking of your injury, how are you doing now? The knife wound is deep and continues to throb with pain. Fortunately, my internal organs were spared. One wrong move would have spelled the end for me there. Knife? Even so, I've seen you up and about all over the place since the incident. I'm only following my doctor's orders to perform some daily light exercises. Mr. Wright, would you like Mr. Sprocket's statement about this condition added to the— Yes. Not that it appears especially relevant to me. Yes. Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have it added to his testimony. I see, very well.
Objection!
Mr. Sprocket, you just said your injury is a knife wound, didn't you? The weapon you were stabbed with was this candelabra. Fact I know you're quite aware of. Very well, this is what I heard directly from Master Soren himself. This just reminds Master Soren was stabbed by Gloomsbury on the day of the murder. It happened after the first wedding reception. The happy couple was in the reception hall when suddenly Gloomsbury appeared. He attacked Miss Ellen and tried to take her away. Master Soren went to stop him and found himself in a struggle with Gloomsbury. That is when Master Soren was stabbed in the candelabra, he said. Ugh.
Objection!
Checking his notes. It must have been a simple memory slip that made him misspeak. It happens to everyone. It has nothing to do with the case. You must be pretty desperate to point out something so minute. I have to agree, Mr. Wright. You hardly need to make such a big deal over such a small mistake. But I contend that it's important inconsistency. Besides, I couldn't find anything else. This is the only thing I have to go after. And I say it's not important. Now, let's not waste any more time on this matter. I agree. Everybody has a little memory lapse every now and then. Oh, what if it's all the time, though?
Hold it!
But, Your Honor, please let me explain. But can you? Can you really explain to the core what makes this slip so important? Yes, I can, Your Honor. After all, it was Soren himself who told Pierce that he had been stabbed by a candelabra. This is more than a simple memory slip. There has to be some kind of reason for it. Well, Mr. Wright, please explain why the witness's slip of the tongue is so important. The point to focus on here is why the witness would mistake the weapon used to stab him. Think carefully, Phoenix. This could be very well change the course of the trial. I see. So why did the witness make that mistake, Mr. Wright? Mr. Sprocket identified the wrong weapon used against him because he has no memory of it. He doesn't remember the incident, let alone the weapon used against him. Threat minute? Dude, English is so hard. Not only that, but I believe Mr. Sprocket has some sort of a memory disorder. Therefore, the defense contends that Mr. Sprocket's testimony thus far is invalid.
Objection!
Just because you can't find a flaw in his testimony, you want to throw it all out? Your baseless claim is nothing but pure slander to the witness's character. Mr. Edgeworth is correct, Mr. Wright. Can you explain your grounds for making that claim? Of course, Your Honor. Think of what Soren has said now that he's behaved. There's where I'll find a clue. Very well, let's hear your argument then. My grounds for claiming that Mr. Sprocket has a memory disorder is... his notebook. The notebook he always has with him. I saw the daily events and information about the people around him recorded in it. Like a diary, perhaps? No, Your Honor. It's much too detailed to be an ordinary diary. It's more in the order of a database, actually. A database, you say? That's right. For some reason, Mr. Sprocket is apparently unable to retain memories. That's why he writes every little detail of his life down in his notebook.
Objection!
How could you possibly know that for sure? He might just be an extremely compulsive person. I thought so too myself at first. To be honest, we accidentally got a stain on that notebook yesterday. I mean, you got a stain on it. Hey, you're the one who tried to grab it out of mine.
Objection!
Never mind whose fault it was. Just get to the point already. Alright, sorry. Mr. Sprocket. The page Miss Faye got a stain on yesterday. That's the page with the details of your stabbing on it, isn't it? No, I only write in this notebook because I'm very compulsive. Now drop the subject already. Sorry, but I'm not convinced. I noticed an odd fact about your notebook, Mr. Sprocket. On the earlier pages, you used it to write down invention ideas. But after a certain date, you started writing down a lot more and in much more detail. I believe your memory disorder stems from what happened on that date. Something so monumental it caused a memory disorder, Mr. Wright. You don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, but I do know what I'm talking about, and this is the proof. This is the thing that caused Mr. Sprocket's memory disorder.
Take that!
Newspaper article. You were involved in this car accident too, weren't you, Mr. Sprocket? And the shock of losing your beloved older sister is what caused you to develop your memory disorder. Is this true, Mr. Sprocket? Well, is it? Mr. Sprocket! Ugh. It's true. That accident did something to my mind. What? Ever since that day, every time I go to sleep, I lose my memories. And when I wake up, the most recent thing I can remember is the day I lost my sister. It's as if I'm constantly going back in time. What? Oh, like time traveling. An inconsolable time traveler who goes back in time whenever he goes to sleep. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know? But you wouldn't understand. So that's what Soren meant. He was talking about himself. Aww. The reactions of the people around me each time I awoke made me aware of my condition. That's why I decided to write everything down in my notebook. So I could move forward. So the only memories you have since that day are the ones written in that notebook. That's right. And since the page about your stabbing got stained, you couldn't read from it, could you? There's just one more thing I'd like you to clarify for me, Mr. Sprocket. Exactly what are your feelings towards the victim? Mr. Sprocket's feelings towards Zuma Gloomsbury? That's right, Your Honor. The witness said that every time he wakes up from sleep, His mind goes back to the day his sister died. Mr. Wright, you can't mean... Mr. Sprocket. Your pent-up feelings of anger and resentment towards Mr. Gloomsbury for the accident were renewed each and every time you woke, were they not? But you couldn't take it anymore, so you turned to murder, isn't that right? What? Mr. Wright, are you saying that Mr. Witness murdered Mr. Gloomsbury for revenge? Ugh. Well, Mr. Sprocket... He doesn't even remember if he did. Miss Wyatt! Your Honor, I did it. I killed Mr. Gloomsbury. No! What? Miss Wyatt, what are you trying to do? Oh my god. Flashback. I guess you really meant it. My Soren didn't do anything wrong. I'm the one who should be convicted. Are we to understand that you're confessing to your guilt? No, wait just a minute here. Ellen, why would you cover for me? After I testified that I thought you must have killed him. I'll admit, I couldn't believe my ears at first. But all I want is for you to be happy. Your happiness is my happiness, Soren. But without my notebook, I'd even forget those feelings of yours by tomorrow. Knowing that, do you still feel this way? You've loved me all this time, same way you did before the accident. That's how I know that you're the same person I've always loved. No disorder can change that! Ellen. Your Honor, there are two things I'd like to correct. Two corrections? What are they? First of all, I want to withdraw one of my statements. That's right, Duma was killed by Ellen. Without memories to rely on, I took the police completely at their word. You can't be serious! So that means... Soren never really doubted Ellen in the first place, did he, Nick? Ellen really does love Soren with all her heart. But in order to save her, I'll still have to go after Soren. I hope you can forgive me, Ellen. And what is your other correction, Mr. Sprocket? The truth is, I never felt anger or resentment towards Duma about my sister. What? Why not? That's because the one who caused the accident was me. Oh. What? Order in the court! Please continue, Mr. Sprocket. So Duma was covering for him. I'm the one who killed my sister. To protect my career and my future, my father made Duma take the blame. Wow. In exchange for money and the position of lead servant. So you see, Duma must have held a grudge against me, not the other way around. And he must have attacked Ellen to get his revenge on me. Are you sure about all of this, Mr. Sprocket? Very sure. It's all been written down in detail in my notebook. That notebook is important evidence supplying background to this case. I must insist you submit it as evidence. Okay. The lawyer said I had turned to murder, but that's just not true. However, it is true that my older sister and Duma are both dead because of me and my negligence. I just glanced through Mr. Sprocket's notebook. I wasn't able to read the part about when he was stabbed due to the blood stain. But what's written here about his sister's car accident is that exactly as he stated. Your Honor, as long as it matches what's written in that notebook, can we still take the witness's testimony as valid in spite of his memory disorder? Yes, I believe we can. I understand now that the witness's memory is in disarray. But if what Mr. Sprocket himself wrote in this notebook is true, then that means by the time Mr. Sprocket's party reached the scene, the victim had already been killed. Edward's right. I'm still in the same bind as before. Should I really simply accept the contents of the notebook as a substitute for Soren's memory? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Will you accept Mr. Sprocket's notebook as an official representation of his memories? Will I accept it? Wait a minute, Your Honor. The defense requests a chance to examine the notebook to see if it's trustworthy. Very well, but be quick about it. Thank you, Your Honor. So, how should we examine it? We should look at it from all different angles to see if there's anything suspicious. There's no point if I don't look at what's inside. I have to open it. With your permission, Soren. Here I go. Yikes! Oh, it's just the page mine got all stained. But I guess it's not going to be very helpful at this moment. I'll keep going. This is the last page where there's writing. Oh, what's that? Something about this page doesn't sit right with me. I better take a closer look. Huh? The page has been torn out. It looks like there was something written on it. Now, what does it say? It looks like a page has been torn out here. Mr. Sprocket, do you know what was written on it? Oh, that? I often tear out a page when I write somebody a note. Probably wrote something down for somebody, tore it out and gave it to them. Oh yeah! That solves that then.
Objection!
Wait a minute. We can't ignore the possibility that something important was written on that page. Now that the page has been torn out, how can we determine what was written there? The next page, we can try to like, you know, use pencil to like and maybe if there's enough pressure, maybe we can see what was written on the next page. Well, let's see. To find out what was written in the notebook, we should... What? Fingerprint powder? If you use fingerprint powder, okay, fine. That's just like... You might be able to see what was written. Fingerprint powder? How would that help us find out what was written there? Well, if the writing left indentations on the black... Oh, yo, we're going the same route, yo. Fingerprint powder could make those small indentations visible to the naked eye. Oh, that's what he meant. Fingerprint powder would only sully the notebook further. Mr. Wright, if you use the powder and still don't find anything... Yeah, I think the pencil trick is better, but you know what, whatever. Then you must accept the notebook as a representation of the witness's memories. Alright, Your Honor, I understand. If I don't find anything, it's all ogre anyway. Powder, don't fail me now. I will now use fingerprint powder on the blank page to find out if we can see what was written to the torn out page. First, I'll apply some fingerprint powder to these pages with... Yeah. I know. Okay. I struck the people. I struck and killed so and so. Duma. Oops. It says I struck and killed Duma. This is huge. I struck and killed Duma. That's what it was written on the torn up page. It can't be. I don't believe it. There has to be some kind of mistake. Sorry, could never. There's just something at the top of the page. Well, I missed it. I'm sorry. Miss Wyatt, please get the defendant to the infirmary at once. Apparently, the defendant got too worked up. She's resting in the infirmary as we speak. Now then, please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. His notebook is all Mr. Sprocket has to remember things by. This critical page torn out, when even Mr. Sprocket himself knew the truth of what he had done. I'm the one who killed Dumas? So it wasn't Ellen. Oh, thank goodness. Mr. Sprocket, does this mean you were at the crime scene during the murder after all? I guess I must have been. Mr. Sprocket, can we really believe what's written in this notebook? Nobody touches this notebook but me. Oh, unless... And when I sleep, it's under lock and key. I remember writing that I killed Dumas, but I guess I must have. Well, now that we have a confession, I'm afraid I must render my verdict. Of all the... Yes, Your Honor, please give your ruling now while Ellen is asleep. I want the woman I love to be set free as soon as possible. Sorry really does love Ellen after all, doesn't he? Yeah. So this is how it ends. But is that how it really went down? Is there really no way for them both to be happy? I know we should consider anything written in the notebook to be the truth, but still... I myself wrote of the crime in my notebook. No further proof is necessary. Soren himself wrote it in this notebook? Wait a minute. Very well. I will now give my verdict. Ellen is about to be found not guilty and Soren will be convicted for the crime instead. And yet, am I really ready for the judge to give his ruling? No. No, and there's still one more avenue left to explore.
Hold it!
Your Honor, there's still something that bothers me about that notebook. Oh, is there? What are you doing, Mr. Wright? All you have to do is keep quiet and your client's a free woman. I know, but I think there might be more to this case than meets the eye. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think there still might be a way. A way for Ellen and Soren to be happy. What do you mean, more than meets the eye, Mr. Wright? I believe the question here, Your Honor, should be... why was the incriminating page torn out in the first place? Why? To destroy the evidence, I would imagine. But removing it from the notebook is the same as removing it from Mr. Sprocket's memory. Which means he wouldn't have been able to trick the police if he came under suspicion. No, if he wanted to cover up his crime, he would have to remember that he had done it. So what are you getting at with this line of inquiry, Mr. Wright? Yes, please explain so that we can all understand. Yes, Your Honor. The page was torn out of the notebook because... somebody else tore it out. The incriminating page was torn out by somebody else. What? Order! Are you claiming a third person interfered with the notebook? It's not all that surprising if you consider what's happened up until now. After both the car accident and the murder of Duma Gloom's Very, there was always a cover-up not far behind. But I had my notebook with me at all times. Did you? Because I remember you were in a panic yesterday because you couldn't find it. That's true. So who orchestrated this particular cover-up, Mr. Wright? If we think back over the course of the trial, it's pretty easy to guess. The one who may have tried to tamper with Soren's memories is... Larry Butts.
Take that!
The one who tampered with the notebook in order to manipulate Mr. Sprocket's memory is Pierce Nickety. Pierce tried to tamper with my memories? Pierce was manipulating me? Case in point, the two receptions that were held to cover up the murder. It was Mr. Nickety who directed the guests and orchestrated the entire scheme. No, it can't be. Which of my memories are mine and which have been rewritten? When did he start rewriting my memories? Who wrote this, and this, and this? And this, and this, and this, and this? Ah! Huh. Oh, he's kind of cute, actually. Well, it literally took off! What? Chatini jealous. Chatini, don't look! Chatini, don't look! Look, Nick! He's coming back down! My memories. Ellen. Mr. Sprocket! Bailey, please get Mr. Sprocket to the infirmary, on the double! Wow, everybody's down. Mr. Sprocket had been taken to the infirmary. Anybody else to cross-examine? We don't have to worry about him running away, so let us resume where we left off. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Pierce Nickety to the stand.
Objection!
We already know he carried out the cover-up to protect the company and Mr. Sprocket. What more do you want from him? This time it's different. The notebook, or rather, Mr. Sprocket's memories have been tampered with. That means the only person who knows the whole truth is now Mr. Nickety. Don't tell me. Are you actually trying to drum up a third suspect in order to exonerate the defendant and her groom? I'm not drumming up anything, nor do I have grounds to accuse him of anything. Yet. All I know is that Mr. Nickety is the only one who knows the truth. And I think he's still hiding something we don't know about yet. Huh. No grounds yet, is it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution consent to calling the witness to the stand? More coffee. It does, Your Honor. However, I would like a little time to talk with the witness before we do. Very well. We will break for a 20-minute recess. Wait, I'm gonna go to idle meeting and then we can continue, okay? Secrets unveiled. Ooh, sounds spicy. Oops. I don't know how to... Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go idle meeting and then I'll come back. It's okay, I'm like only slightly sleepy. Hello, everybody. What is up? We are back. Damn. Feels bad to be Soren. Okay, continue. Yes, we continue. Now we'll have to face Pierce in the stand. I'm not sure if I should be surprised or not. Is this like the last spurt? One thing's for sure, he won't be an easy adversary. So, do you think Pierce did it? It's too early to say anything at this point. But I do think he's still hiding something. Nick! Why didn't you pin everything on Soren Loser back there? Looks like Larry still hasn't given up on Ellen. But this Pierce guy's a real bad guy, though. Then Soren and my Ellie will live happily ever after together. Shut up, Larry. Jeez. Larry? That's not the kind of thing a decent human being says. Shame on you, Larry. Oh, boo-hoo. You think I don't know? I know I have to give up on my Ellie. But Nick, I promise you'll make her happy. She deserves a happily ever after. Well, I'm sure Soren will make her happy once all of this is said and done. The trial is about to resume, Mr. Wright. Alright, you ready, Maya? Yep, let's go! Are you rooting for you, Nick? This court is now back in session. Witness, please take the stand. Ooh, nice shoes. Ooh, dapper. Okay. Please state your name and occupation. My name is Pierce Nickety. I am the Sprocket family butler. Let's get straight to the point, Mr. Nickety. Someone tore out a page from Mr. Sprocket's notebook to manipulate his memories. And that person was you, wasn't it? That is correct. What about it? Well, that was easy. So why did you do it? Why did you tamper with Mr. Sprocket's notebook? Please allow me to explain. It pains me to do this, but I will tell you the truth. It pains you? That is correct. For my testimony will go against Master Soren's wishes. Soren's wishes? What is he talking about? I rushed to the Vista deck, but the crime had already been committed. I saw Miss Ellen and then Gloomsbury collapse and Master Soren running in his notebook. Master Soren said to me, I'll take the blame for the murder, so please take care of Ellen. But I went against his order. I tore the page out of his notebook and hid the body. Bong! What Mr. Sprocket was writing in his notebook at the time, could it be? It was meant to be a confession, an admission he'd killed Gloomsbury himself. He wrote that message to take the blame for Miss Wyatt? That is correct. Mr. Soren did hit Gloomsbury with the timekeeper to save Miss Ellen. Then Mr. Sprocket was the culprit after all. However, that blow did not kill Gloomsbury. That makes sense. Mr. Sprocket's injury wouldn't allow him to put much force into it. Enraged, Gloomsbury tried to attack Master Soren, who was already seriously wounded. But just in the nick of time, Miss Ellen hit Gloomsbury from behind and finished him off, it would seem. Wow. Really? So the one who inflicted the fatal blow was the defendant? Is that so? Yes, that is correct. Master Soren tried to take all of the blame onto himself. No way! This is pretty bad, Nick. No kidding. Pretty bad is an understatement. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems your decision to call for Mr. Nickety has backfired. For the true culprit behind this case remains the defendant, Ellen Wyatt. Could this get any worse? Pierce was involved in the cover-up plot, and I bet he still has something to hide. Alright, it's time to cross-examine.
Hold it!
Wait a minute. I thought you went to the Vista deck with Mr. Sprocket? Actually, that is not true. What? What do you mean? I found this out afterward, but Master Soren went to the Vista deck alone. He went out the escape hatch in the reception hall and went along the outside wall. He really did! What? You can't be serious! You mean Mr. Wright adult-padded guess was actually correct? What's with the adult-padded? I don't know how to don't know how to pronounce it. I suppose truth really is stranger than fiction. So, Mr. Nickety, when you got to this scene, you saw Mr. Gloomsbury, Miss Wyatt, and Mr. Sprocket. Is that right? I'm still sad that he wasn't a pterodactyl. That is exactly right. I saw Miss Ellen and Gloomsbury collapse.
Hold it!
So when you and your group arrived at the Vista deck, the murder had already been committed? That is correct. Gloomsbury had already been struck. Miss Ellen had lost consciousness, probably from the shock of the incident. And how did Mr. Sprocket appear? He was bleeding from the stab wound he'd received from Gloomsbury. Barely conscious, he was writing something in his notebook. And the mysterious third person Ellen saw really was Soren then. He was writing, "It frickin' hurts." Master Soren said to me, "I'll take the blame for the murder, so please take care of Ellen."
Hold it!
So Mr. Sprocket wrote a note of confession in order to take the blame for Miss Wyatt? Yes, that notebook is the only form of memory Master Soren has. So you understand what his action meant, I trust? What did it mean, Nick? The Soren, everything in that notebook is true. The Soren tried to take the blame by altering his own memory to make himself think he did it. No. Master Soren truly loves Miss Ellen. It must have been love that made him do that. But I went against his order. I tore the page out of his notebook and hit the ball.
Hold it!
Mr. Nickety, could you please tell this court about that in more detail? That, you say? Which part do you mean, Mr. Wright? Could you be more specific? Oh, alright. What part do I want to know more about? Hiding the body, I think. Please tell me more about the hiding of the body. Very well. After saying he would take the blame, Master Soren passed out. That's when I hid the body. I quickly took the lift down to the hold, where I hid Gloomsbury's still warm body in the spare Pegable lantern. Anything? Okay, so it was you who hid the body, not the defendant? The thing Mr. Butts would move the lantern containing the body to the reception hall. Well, I did not see that coming. I don't blame you. Not even Larry can predict what Larry will do next. Maybe I should take another look at the lantern in evidence. Would you like that statement added to the witness's testimony? Let's see. Very well, please add that statement.
Hold it!
Why did you hide the body in the lantern? As I told you yesterday, it was to make it as though the murder never happened. But thanks to Mr. Butts, things did not turn out as planned. So holding the second wedding reception wasn't Mr. Sprocket's idea, but yours, wasn't it? It was all for Master Soren's sake and Sprocket Aviation. If I'm accused of a crime for trying to cover up the incident, I shall accept it willingly. Okay. He really doesn't seem to even care about himself. But he's talking about the cover-up after the incident, huh? Right, that's information only somebody who was actually involved could know. So it might be a really important piece of testimony. I think so too. I'll really have to tread carefully here.
Hold it!
Oh shoot! Sorry, wrong button. Was there like It's not toward the page, right?
Hold it!
Let me see though. Why did you go against Mr. Sprocket's order and tear out the page? That is a silly question. As I told you before, disposing of anything that may harm the Sprocket family reputation is simply a part of my job. Oh, right. You did say that before, didn't you? I tore the page out of the notebook in order to protect Master Soren. Not necessary. I guess not, Your Honor. I better be a bit more cautious here. No, alright. Very well. Should I have pressed that statement? This one?
Objection!
Could it be? Is that what happened? If what I'm thinking is true, then he's not dead yet. And maybe I can prove neither Ellen nor Soren did the deed. Yeah, he was trying to open it with his hands from inside. Mr. Nickety, you said the body was still warm when you hit it, correct? So then what if Mr. Gloomsbury was still alive when you went to put his body inside the lantern? What? What? That's preposterous. Actually, this shows that the victim might have still been alive while inside the lantern. I'm afraid you'll have to point which part you're talking about, Mr. Wright. This part here shows that the victim might have still been alive inside the lantern.
Take that!
As you can see, the back end of the lantern is the door. And there's blood here on the wheel handle.
Objection!
That blood stain must have gone there when the witness put the body inside the lantern. And it in no way shows that the victim drew his last breath while he was within the lantern. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth, for you see, in putting this lantern back together, the police inadvertently placed the inside handle on the outside and vice versa. In other words, the wheel handles got swapped. Oh my, so they got swapped? Yes, they got swapped. What? But that's ridiculous. Not at all, if you compare the other male peggable lantern in the reception hall. Ta-da! It's quite obvious the wheel handles were attached backwards. The detective in charge of the restoration will see me in the... Oh no, Emma! Sorry, Emma, and good luck. In that case, what does the blood stain on the wheel handle mean? The blood stain didn't get there by chance. When the victim was put inside the lantern, he was only unconscious, not dead. When he regained consciousness, he probably tried to get out of the lantern. So he grasped the inner wheel handle, and that's when the blood got on it. This proves that the victim was still alive when he was inside the lantern. At the time, I was completely convinced Bloomsbury was dead. Had I checked more carefully, he might have survived. Unfortunate to be sure, but not significant enough to change this trial's outcome. Again, I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. It actually has a very significant impact on this case. The victim was struck by the defendant, then died from his injuries sometime later. There's nothing more to it.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong. Let's take another look at Mr. Gloomsbury's autopsy report, shall we? Please focus on the description of his injuries. It says 1 contusion was found on the back of the head and 1 on the side. Yeah, the one Mr. Sprocket gave him and the one Miss White delivered to finish him off. No, the defense would like to submit a different interpretation. Different interpretation? The victim was knocked unconscious by the first blow and was then put into the lantern. Then what about the lethal blow by the defendant that the witness talked about? Yes, well, that didn't happen. After some time, when the victim regained consciousness and tried to get out of the lantern, Kijadok. Oh, that's when he received the second blow that finished him off. Oh. Taking into account the fact that the victim was alive for a period of time after the first hit, and that he did receive a second blow to the head, it does seem entirely possible. Yes, as long as the first blow didn't kill the victim instantly, then there's a possibility that someone other than Mr. Sprocket or Mr. Wyatt delivered the fatal blow.
Objection!
That's all you've got? Even if there was a time lag between the 2 blows, the prosecution's position doesn't change. What? What do you mean? It's elementary, Mr. Wright. After the reception, when the defendant was cleaning up the reception hall, the victim, who was supposed to be dead, suddenly came out of the lantern. The defendant grabbed the murder weapon, which was right there, and finished him off. That theory sounds awfully familiar. Of course it does, Your Honor, because it's exactly what I proposed at the very start. The second blow was inflicted by the defendant after all. I see. It seems the tangle of mysteries has unraveled into a single thread.
Objection!
But as long as there's a possibility that the fatal blow was delivered by a third person, then we must continue the deliberations. Give it up, Mr. Wright, unless you have something to prove the presence of your precious third person. Okay, Nick, just relax. You can do this. Come on now, take some deep breaths. Good idea, deep breaths. Deep breaths. There, don't you feel better already? Maya's right. I should calm down, get my focus back, and go over everything again. And then hopefully, I'll be able to find something to prove there was a third person. Let's see. First, why did Gloomsbury attack Ellen? Because he was tired of taking the blame for the accident? But something about that line of reasoning just doesn't feel quite right to me. No? How come? Well, if it's just a personal vendetta, he had already stabbed Soren. So why then was he so determined to go after Ellen? You're right. This whole thing feels too premeditated for a crime of passion. Also, this is not his handwriting because he's left-handed. But Gloomsbury didn't seem to have a personal grudge against Ellen. If Gloomsbury didn't have a personal reason to attack Ellen, then who does? You've taken long enough, Mr. Wright. Now it's time for some action. What proof do you have that a third person was involved? Alright, I'll show you. I'm not completely sure of what I'm doing yet, but it looks like I'm out of time. This piece of evidence proves the involvement of a third person. It's the handwriting.
Take that!
I get it now. Now I see why this note bothered me so much when I first saw it. It looks like a note outlining the murder plot. That note was apparently written by the victim. But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Your Honor, please take a look at this note. This is the victim's murder plan, right? It's definitely a murder plan, but what if Mr. Gloomsbury didn't write this note himself? What? This is how you intend to conjure up your mysterious third party, Mr. Wright? You even proved the note wasn't written by the victim? Yes. Yes, I can. Very well then. Please present your evidence, Mr. Wright. This evidence proves the victim didn't write the note. It's the candelabra.
Take that!
This is the weapon Mr. Gloomsbury used to stab Mr. Sprocket. I was wondering what you'd pull out this time. Dare I ask what that could possibly have to do with the note? Mr. Gloomsbury prints were found on this candelabra, and the prints were from his left hand. So, that makes the victim left-handed, correct? Exactly, Your Honor. The police looked into it too and confirmed as much. Now, take a look at the smudged writing in this notes. Notice how the smudging only starts from the middle of each preceding line. Had this been written by lefty, the writing would be smudged from the far left end. This means that whoever wrote this note was definitely right-handed. In other words, somebody other than the victim wrote this note. What? But if someone other than Mr. Gloomsbury wrote it, then what does this note mean? Can we do like a handwriting analysis, please? Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note to the letter when he attacked Miss Wyatt. So clearly this note isn't a murder plan written by Mr. Gloomsbury, but rather... these are instructions to kill Miss Wyatt issued by somebody else.
Objection!
If it wasn't the victim who wrote these so-called instructions... then who wrote it? Most of the people involved are right-handed, you know? He is correct. The majority of the family and their employees who were on the airship are indeed right-handed. I must say, that is a very rough and slipshod conjecture you've proposed. Ugh. I admit I haven't figured out who wrote it just yet. Leave it to Mr. Edgeworth to go for the jugular. This culprit who ordered Gloomsbury to attack Ellen. What could their motive have been? It doesn't seem very likely Ellen did anything to incur anybody's wrath, right? Right, not too likely anyways. In that case, it has to be about Soren. If somebody were to hold a grudge against Soren, what would it be about? Killing the sister, duh. That accident, I guess. I could understand if Gloomsbury felt resentful about having to take the blame, but the one who lost the most from that accident was Soren's sister. She lost her life after all. Soren suffered too, of course. He was crushed by losing somebody so precious to him. Somebody precious, huh? Soren's sister. There's one more person! There's someone else who must hold a grudge against Soren. The fiancé. Did you figure something out? I think so. I think that somebody else used Gloomsbury to try and get revenge against Soren. Did you say somebody tried to get revenge against Mr. Sprocket, Mr. Wright? The person who manipulated and used Mr. Gloomsbury was Selena's fiancé. The person who used Mr. Gloomsbury to try and get revenge on Mr. Sprocket and then finished Mr. Gloomsbury off to silence him was a man dear to Mr. Sprocket's older sister, Selena Sprocket's fiancé. Not that I'm not positive, but it's certainly possible. His fiancé could have made Gloomsbury attack Ellen to get his revenge on Soren. But where is he? I haven't, ever since he mentioned it for the first time, I have the suspicion that Persnickety is the fiancé, but I don't know. At this point, there's no more witnesses. Her fiancé? Order in the court. Order, I say. Yes, it does seem quite believable that Miss Selena Sprocket's fiancé would bear a grudge against Mr. Sprocket for his role in the accident. Exactly, Your Honor. Maybe her fiancé was trying to murder Miss Wyatt in order to make Mr. Sprocket experience the same pain he'd felt. Oh.
Objection!
Mr. Sprocket's fiancé was a surgeon, if memory serves. But the only people who attended the reception were family and staff members. That may be, but then just means that Miss Sprocket's fiancé must have been among those who attended. What? Really? Of course! Otherwise, how could he have killed Gloomsbury? Oh, I see what you're doing. This is just another giant bluff, isn't it? Alright, I'll bite. Who exactly do you claim this fiancé to be? Yes, I would like to know as well! Are you sure you're gonna be okay, Nick? Maybe? When it comes to suspicious people, there's only one person on my list. I need to find something that connects him to Selena. The pocket watch! This will help us identify Miss Sprocket's fiancé.
Take that!
Please take a look at this photo, Your Honor. That photo! Notice Miss Sprocket's pocket watch? Haven't we seen it somewhere before? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do feel as if I've seen it somewhere before. I believe we've all seen it. Right there in this very courtroom. Right here, I mean. Ow! Impossible. That's right, the pocket watch in this photo. It's the same pocket watch Mr. Nickety has on him right now. What? This is clear proof of a strong connection between Pierce Nickety and Selena Sprocket. No. Well, Mr. Nickety, is this true? Mr. Nickety, you were once engaged to Selena Sprocket. The pocket watch, you keep it as a memento of her, don't you? Mr. Nickety, you plan to rob Mr. Sprocket of his loved one to make him feel the same pain as you. Isn't that right? Mr. Sprocket managed to fight back and knock Mr. Gloomsberry unconscious. You thought Mr. Gloomsberry was dead and hid his body in the lantern. But then you noticed Mr. Gloomsberry regained consciousness. And so you finished him off to prevent your plan from being exposed. This is the defense's take on what really happened in this murder case. Mr. Wright, does this mean you wish to officially accuse this witness of the murder of Duma Gloomsbury? Yes! Does the defense accuse Mr. Nickety? Accuse La! The defense indicts Pierce Nickety on the charge of murdering Duma Gloomsbury. Oh my! Mr. Nickety, would you care to respond? Man, this lawyer just yaps on and on and on. As you guessed, this watch is a memento of Selena. It stopped working at the time of the accident, so... Then you really are... Yes, I was Selena's fiancé, and not just her fiancé, but the surgeon beside her deathbed. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Mr. Nickety, why didn't you tell me any of this before? Shut it, you useless prosecutor. I thought you could be of use, but apparently this case was too much for you. What did you say? If your office hadn't stuck its nose all up in this, I could have swept it under the rug. Not only did you interfere with the case, but you even let me fall under suspicion. That's because you kept trying to cover things up on the sly. Ugh. But covering things up wasn't your only involvement. The only person who had a motive to use the victims to try and kill Miss Wyatt was you! Ugh. Ouch! Oh my god. Ooh! God hand! Malignant tumors. There are malignant tumors in this courtroom, lesions oozing with false charges. The tumors are one idiotic lawyer and one useless prosecutor. After the truth is revealed, I'll have the both of you incised from the legal world. I'd like to see you try. With the power of the Sprocket family, it would be a cinch. Is he making a bomb? We will now begin the operation. What in the world happened to Mr. Nickety? Looks like he's finally showing his true colors. Nick! Look what he did to that shoulder, Mick! Quit your yapping before I secure your chatty lips shut. It's like he's a completely different person. Sure looks like it, huh? You can't let her guard down now. Mr. Nickety, it's finally time for you to testify. To the truth! It seems we're entering the final act at least. Witness, your testimony, please. Phew. My god. Seriously? Mr. Nickety, why didn't you say anything? What? You just took a picture of me or something. Oh my god, his skull! You want me to volunteer to testify, hoping I will make a slip of the tongue. Not a very impressive plan, or brain, I might add. Ow, that was uncalled for. If you want to know something, you ask the question. I will answer, but I have no intention of making any voluntary statements of my own. What's he trying to do, Nick? He's using the silent treatment as a strategy to avoid getting tripped up. Clever guy. No more lies, Mr. Nickety. You will tell us nothing but the truth from now on. Ugh! What about Edgy? What do you think you're doing? No one asked you to speak. Just keep quiet over there and play with your frills. The frills have bones. How dare you? Well, this is a rather unconventional situation, but please proceed, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Oh my god.
Hold it!
If he won't speak voluntarily, then I guess I'll have to ask him something. What questions should I ask? You've been nursing a grudge against Mr. Sprocket and the love of your fiancé. Isn't that right? I'd be lying if I said I felt no resentment whatsoever. Master Soren didn't cause that accident on purpose. Master Soren himself has suffered greatly. But you quit being a surgeon and found a way to get even closer to Mr. Sprocket. Wasn't that so you could carry out your revenge on him? Don't insult me. Supporting Master Soren in Sprocket Aviation was my life work. It's my penance for not being able to save Selena. This is how I honor her. Oh. I feel your devotion as both a fiancé and a surgeon. Your statement breaks my heart. I've never thought of exacting revenge on Master Soren. Never thought of it, huh? I guess I should probably take that with a pound of salt. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to it? Not necessary. And second, I have to get some kind of testimony out of him, don't I?
Hold it!
On the day of the incident, you were constantly surrounded by your subordinates. Is that right? Absolutely. I was in someone's line of sight at all times. After all, I was busy taking care of every detail of the event. Mr. Edgeworth, I believe your investigation backs up my claim. You got statements that said groups of his subordinates worked with him in rotation. He was always with someone. As the prosecutor just said, I couldn't even get close to the lantern containing Glam's Berry by myself. Let alone kill him. Pierce didn't have a chance to get close to the victim alone, huh? Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have that statement added to his testimony. There was...
Hold it!
Isn't it true that when Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness inside the lantern, you murdered him in order to silence him? He was an excellent employee and very loyal to me. Gloomsbury was my right-hand man. I'd suffer the most from losing him. You really think I'd kill a guy like that? That would make sense only if you were the innocent, but since your goal was revenge, you don't really have to care about something like that. But I am innocent, I tell you. Don't try to force your conjectures onto me. Guess without decisive evidence, I can't pursue this line of questioning any further. Okay. Okay. So what about the second ...
Hold it!
Oh, it's the same! Okay, it's the same.
Hold it!
So you were always in someone's line of sight? I was surrounded by family members and staff as we prepared for the reception. During the reception, I was stationed behind the sweetheart table to attend to the couple. Oh, when could I have possibly committed murder? I'm not buying it. If Pierce is the true killer, then there must have been some time when he was out of everyone's sight. What do you think, Nick? Is there a chance for us here? Yes. Well, as long as we have some kind of testimony from him, there has to be. I just have to compare his testimony against the evidence and find an inconsistency, right? Exactly. This is it. I have to do this right. Do I present the fog machine? Or this photo?
Objection!
Mr. Nickety testifies that he was always with someone at the time of the incident and never had a moment alone to commit the crime. Yes, and the police investigation backs that statement up, doesn't it? But there was an opportunity, in fact, one and only one. A moment when Mr. Nickety could have killed Mr. Gloosberry without anyone noticing. What? And the one thing that made that moment possible is shown here in this photograph. With all those people watching, I couldn't have possibly committed murder. Do not believe him, Your Honor. His lawyer is a malignant tumor. He wants to infect this judicial body with virulent accusations. Mr. Nickety, I would ask that you keep quiet this time. We need to evaluate the defense's claim. And your yammering only serves to throw further suspicion your way. Mr. Wright, let's see this one thing you mentioned. But be warned, this had better not be one of your offhanded claims. Who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, Mr. Wright. Please point out for us the one thing that made the moment of the murder possible. Do we point at the machine or the fog? The one moment when it was possible for Mr. Nickety to kill Mr. Gloosberry. He even looking at... Do we point at this or this? The fog. Maybe this. I don't know.
Take that!
The one thing that made the moment of the murder possible is the thick fog, mood fog that engulfed the entire reception hall. It is under the cover of this fog. Oh shoot! Dang! Mr. Nickety murdered the victim. Oh my god! Oh, that's cruel. Wow, that's insane. He was even standing and looking right next to the lantern. This was the only moment the murder could have been committed without being seen. That's so crazy.
Objection!
I can accept that there was a moment when the witness was obscured from others by fog. But that doesn't prove Mr. Nickety killed the victim at that very moment. If you can't prove the crime was committed during the reception, the trial ends here. I was so caught up in finding a foothold that I forgot to think that far ahead. Well done, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to call this trial's time of death. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the murder happened during the reception? Yes! Don't even bother. This claim is dead on arrival. Victory is within your grasp, prosecutor. quiet, witness. I have no interest in victory. Oof! All I care about is the truth. Damn edgy poo! One that we can only arrive at through further deliberation. Edgeworth. Enough of this. Your Honor, this trial is over. No, Mr. Nickety. That is for me to decide. Mr. Wright, can you prove it? Can you prove that the murder was committed during the wedding reception? Yes. Why is there no verdict yet? The law is obviously out of answers. The prosecutor, the judge. They're all infected. The malignant stupidity is so advanced, not even the best surgeons can save them. Oh my god. In fact, not even a brain transplant could cure them. This court is infected with idiocy. It's a pandemic.
Objection!
Mr. Nickety, that's enough already. Finally ready to give up, are you? No, just the opposite, actually. I'll prove the murder was committed during the reception by you. You prove it? Can you really, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. Shoot, can I? To be honest, I don't even know exactly how I'll do it just yet. But if I want to get to the truth Edward was talking about, I just have to find that way. Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's have your proof. Enough of this foolishness. This is bluffing. Stop him from speaking, Your Honor. I will do nothing of the sort. You are just a district court judge with the power of the Sprocket family. Enough of your foolishness, Mr. Nickety. This judicial body will not succumb to the influence of money or power. Oh, wow. Now then, let's hear it, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your truth. Think, Phoenix. Remember everything you've learned so far. You can do this. You can find the definitive evidence that will lead us to the truth. Is it game time? Think, Phoenix. How can I prove the murder took place during the wedding reception? If Pierce committed the murder during the reception, then he had to have used the murder weapon. Yes, the weapon that was used to strike the victim twice. According to the autopsy report, the victim was hit by the same object both times, so without a doubt, Pierce used it to commit the murder. The weapon used to kill Bloomsbury was the timekeeper. If Pierce struck the victim during that one single moment, then he must have used the timekeeper. To think of it, wasn't it also used for something else during the reception? During the reception, the timekeeper was also used for the first startup of love, I think. What? That's right, the timekeeper had been activated during the reception. I'm like, whatever that means. If we activate the timekeeper again now and find any trace evidence of the murder... wait, hold on. What does the timekeeper do again? A clock with a secret mechanism. What's the mechanism? That would be conclusive proof that Bloomsbury was killed during the reception, and we have the key! Maybe it's like a recording machine to record, like, the marriage memories or something. A special ceremony took place during the reception in question. What kind of a special ceremony? It was called the first startup of love. Apparently, the couple activated the timekeeper for the first time during it. Does that mean the timekeeper here in evidence isn't activated at the moment? What would happen if we were to activate it? Why don't we see for ourselves? It would give us a chance to examine it. And while we were at it, we just might find some conclusive evidence. What? No, you can't activate it! Mr. Nickety, keep quiet or I'll have you thrown out of court. By the way, Mr. Wright, this is supposed to be a time machine, right? We aren't going to travel back in time to the Stone Age or anything, are we? I don't think we have to worry too much about that, Your Honor. I'm still a little nervous nonetheless, but the truth must be known. Very well, go ahead and start up the timekeeper. Do you know how, Nick? I think so? Maybe? The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together... Oh, how romantic it was. Let's see. I think the symbol of the groom's love must be the timekeeper itself. And what symbol of the bride's love would fit together with the timekeeper? Oh, I know. That has to be it. Mr. Wright, are you ready to activate the time machine now? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. The symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper is this.
Take that!
Miss Wyatt's pendant. The symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper. What? Then does that mean you can't start it up with Miss Wyatt's pendant? I believe so, Your Honor. Very well. Please try it now, Mr. Wright. Okay, here I go. First, I have to figure out where the pendant goes. Here? This hole looks like a good spot. I'll try setting in the pendant in here. It fits! That must be the right spot. Now I have to find a place to insert the key. Where, bro? What's the key look like? Oh, like that. The outer casing is made of metal. I sure wouldn't want to get hit with something like this. Can I zoom in? Oh yeah. Where'd the key go? Here maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Here? It's all in the middle of the pendant? Could this be it? Oh, okay. Cool. We turn it. Whee! That's so cute though. Oh my god, that's... Oh no! Oh, that's very... I was thinking recording, but that's just, alright then. Now all I have to do is find proof that the crime was committed during the reception. Yeah, about that. I think I found it. Conclusive evidence that the murder was committed during the wedding reception. Just as I suspected, there's evidence of the murder inside the timekeeper, Mr. Nickety. Timekeeper was only activated and opened during the wedding reception, right? No! Stop! So, that means this is conclusive evidence that the crime was committed during the reception. Ah! After you killed the victim under the cover of fog, you caused the timekeeper to hide the bloodstain, didn't ya? Ah, yes, man. No, you're wrong! Alan killed Gooseberry! It wasn't me, I tell ya!
Objection!
Give it up, Mr. Nickety. How could the defendant, who was in the middle of pledging her love, have possibly committed the murder with everyone watching her? It was the family! Yes, all of the family members conspired together to kill him!
Objection!
There's no way you can talk your way out of this, Mr. Nickety. During the reception, during that one dreamlike moment, you don't even look at the bride and groom. Only one person could have used the timekeeper to beat the victim to death. And that one person was you, Pierce Nickety. Ugh. No, this isn't over yet. I won't give up. Oh no, I cut the artery. This stupid thing. We must stop the bleeding now. Give me forceps, forceps, I said. Hey, where is everyone? Fine. I'll manage this alone. I'll do it all by myself. I can fix anything, repair anything. Aww. Time to get better, you have to live. Aww. I would have been able to save her. If only I hadn't listened to her. If only I had treated her first. If only that Soren hadn't been there. Selena. No. It's actually kind of sad. Witness, are you finally ready to tell us the truth? It's just as the lawyer deduced. So it was all a revenge scheme against Soren Sprocket. Do you have any idea how hard it is to lose someone you love right in front of you? Selena's condition was clearly more critical than Soren's, but in spite of that, she said, "Please help Soren." Miss Sprocket's last words. That's what she really meant by those words. I was able to grant her wish, but at the price of her life. So you got a job at Sprocket Aviation and waited for your chance to get revenge. You got close to Mr. Gloomsbury and hatched this plot, is that right? Gloomsbury already bore a grudge against Soren. So when I tempted him with an even better position, he immediately took the bait. He was your accomplice, someone who shared the same goal as you. Why was it necessary for you to kill him? I didn't expect Soren to strike Gloomsbury out of the Vista deck. And I certainly never imagined he'd make his way there along the outside wall. Soren's love is the real deal after all. My plan has been compromised, so for the time being, I hid his body in the lantern and tried to think of my next move. And then Mr. Gloomsbury came to during the second wedding reception. As soon as I saw Gloomsbury, I instantly hit upon an idea to pin the blame of Gloomsbury's murder on Ellen. He tried to break up the couple by making the bride out to be the murderer. How despicable! Soren was getting the company and a wedding, both things that were supposed to be Selena's. He took every happiness from her. It's a despicable one here. Huh, do you think what you did would make her happy? I know it wouldn't! But I couldn't just stand by, watching Soren enjoy his happiness. I was going to have Soren taste the same pain I had, and then take over Sprocket Aviation. I would take back from him all of the happiness that was rightfully Selena's. Time stopped for me the day I lost her, just like this pocket watch of hers. Pierce. Miss Wyatt? I believe Selena would have said, "Leave this ill will behind. Your time is yours to live." It's too late for me. Time will never advance for me ever again. What? It can't be. Oh, it worked again? I see now, Selena. What I did was wrong. I see no further need to continue this trial. Bailiff, please take Mr. Nickety away. Here's Nickety, another inconsolable time traveler, who lived in time that stood still. Wow. Now then, I must render my verdict regarding the defendant. Your Honor, before you give your ruling, would you please allow me a moment? Very well. Ellen, there's something I need to say to you. Yes, Soren? I've put you through something truly horrible. This whole thing happened, all because of me. I would understand if you wanted to call you off our marriage. What?! Of course not! I've never once thought that! stay with me, you'll only face even more trying times in the future. What do you mean? The truth of this incident and the car accident before it. I'm going to tell the public everything. I expect the company's reputation will suffer and I'll take a lot of criticism. But I feel I can only really start over once I get everything out in the open. Soren! After all that's happened, I might not have the right to ask you this, but... Well, how should I say this? Maybe I'll just... A life with me probably won't be very easy, but... Cute. Aww. Will you marry me? Aww. That's so cute. Aww, that's adorable. Aww, I'm so happy for them. Aww. He wanted to write it but decided to like say it outright. Yes! Of course! Your Honor, thank you for this time. Please, continue with your ruling. Very well, but first, I have one question. Do the two of you pledge your eternal love for each other to the goddess of justice, Themis? I do, Your Honor. I do. Does the prosecution or the defense have any objections? Huh, well done, Your Honor. No objections here. The defense has no objections either, Your Honor. The court finds the defendant Ellen Wyatt. Oh, that's not right. The court finds the defendant Ellen Crockett. Aww. Not guilty. Yay! Aww, that's so cute. Aww, this court is adjourned. That was really cute. I like that. Ellen, Soren, congratulations! Mr. Wright, I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't exposed the truth, Soren and I wouldn't. We wouldn't. But now you can finally start your new life together, right? Mr. Wright, we'll be holding our real wedding ceremony in the near future. Would you do us the honor of coming to it? I want you to witness our fresh start. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And Ellen, this time, it'll finally be happily ever after, right? Oh yes! The two of you have persevered and overcome this trial together. Now, no matter what obstacles come your way, I'm sure you'll be able to handle them. And there's another thing I'm sure of too. This person will always be watching over the two of you.
Take that!
Selena! Yes, I think you're right. And we promise to live life to the fullest, for Selena's sake too. Right, Soren? That's right. Well, we better be on our way. Yes, my love! Oh, that's so sweet! Wow, the old threshold carry, huh? Way to show off! Oh, that's so cute! We'll be seeing you. Goodbye for now. I'll be looking forward to that wedding. Hold on tight, Ellen. You better believe I will. I'm never letting you go. Oh my god, jetpack, chatting, don't look! There they go. You're not thinking of going to that wedding by yourself, aren't you, boss? Ahaha! You're taking us too, right? Oh boy, I bet there's gonna be all kinds of fancy food there. Athena, when did you get here? Just now. I would have been here to cheer you guys on earlier, but Trucy never gave me a chance to slip away. You're going to be in even bigger trouble with her later. Speaking of the wedding, maybe I should ask them to invite Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Really? But he thought Ellen was guilty all the way to the end. That may be true, but... Quiet, witness. I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth. One that we can only arrive at through further deliberation. Yeah. If he hadn't stood up for us when he did, the trial probably would have ended there. You mean Mr. Edgeworth gave us that chance? Maybe. Though knowing him, I doubt he'd ever tell, even if I asked. Well, if that's how you feel about it, Nick, then why not try to get him invited? Hey, Maya! Have you ever tried to catch the bouquet? What? No. I never have either. Fighting over a bouquet that's been tossed by the bride. Talk about a fierce competition. I'm totally stoked. I'm not sure it's really supposed to be all that competitive. I'm a pretty good jumper, so I think I've got a chance. Just definitely missing the point of the whole thing. And Larry, how did you manage to stay so quiet for so long? Shut up! Wishing the lady you fell in love with every happiness is what a real man does. I'm pretty sure that relationship was over before it even began, Larry. Darn it all! If only I was 10 years younger, things would have gone differently. Hands of time, why won't you turn back for me? Today is Ellen and Soren's third wedding ceremony and reception. I heard the bride and groom insisted it be on the Flying Chapel again. In the end, they were nice enough to invite me and Maya. And Athena kind of invited herself. They also invited Edgeworth, Emma, and Larry. Yay! They say third time's the charm, right? I really do hope it's happily ever after for them this time round. Still, I get the feeling it's gonna be one rowdy party. Whoa.
Ready when you are.
Oh, anime!
Okay.
Yay!
Here we go!
Who's gonna catch it?
Huh? Oh.
Larry?
Oh, hey! Look who's next! Huh?
Haven't you ever heard of ladies'
I'm truly blessed to have you.
Aww! That's so sweet! Oh, and... oh, that's a good picture. Oh, what's this? Itu tuh yang namanya Raifa tadi. Si Rafa mau udah tidur. Ini Raifa. Oh. I unlocked the best. Oh my god, guys! We're finally done with Ace Attorney! 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5 also. It's the end of the main Ace Attorney story! Oh my goodness! What? From what year? With TGAA 2, from what year? Full archive of my channel. You can watch me grow as a streamer too, by the way. 2 from 2021? Are you crazy? What? TGA was 2021. I've been streaming Ace Attorney for like 4 years? This has been an A channel for like 4 years. That's so crazy. Wow. That's so good. What about the Edgeworth games? Well, guys, good news. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. It is actually crazy! My goodness, we're playing all of it, aren't we? Oh my god! Oh! What? That's crazy! Well... So what? Nah, man, that's just crazy. I can't believe it. This journey is just... It's been a long journey, you know? Wow! It just fills me with, like, so much, like, emotion, you know? That's so crazy. Congrats, thank you! Yeah, old version have copyright and Capcom did like it. Yeah, although they have lifted it actually, I'm pretty sure. That's why I can do it for the next parts. Yeah. Oh my god! We still have investigation though, but we can wait. Or we can continue. Well, it doesn't really matter anyways. Yeah. That's crazy. Time for a break. Yeah. And anyways, we are gonna be reading super chats. So thank you everyone for tuning into the game. It's so crazy. It's getting late, so I can't really talk much about the whole case. It was great. What I thought was probably very like, okay, kind of maybe, I don't want to say boring, but like, maybe okay DLC. But then it just turned out to be something so sweet and good. Anyways, let's move to the screen. Hello there. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. Listen to Fire Dance. Do you check the extra materials of the DLC? Please spare me. I need to go to bed. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I need to go to bed. But, yeah, I guess we'll go check out Super Chats. If you want to check it out, maybe you can buy the game also. Yeah. Woo! This is gonna be going in my CV if I ever apply for like a lawyer, you know. Okay, thank you so much for the super chats. We have non-square pixels. Hi Reine, I don't know if you already know that, but if it ever came up when talking with Wawa, but Tante is also the word for ant in German. Okay. Yes. We have Ziply, thank you. We have Slow the Shadows. It just occurred to me Emma is actually younger than Maya. She comes up as older. Maybe it's the air of authority from being a police officer, or because she's so worn down by the disappointment of adult life. Yeah, maybe that. She's like super jaded at the moment. Well, Maya, even though she's like 28, I forgot how old she was. She still has that free spirit, you know. And then that must be how Soren survived the accident. The hospital used an experimental regenerative DNA treatment to heal him, but they used pterodactyl DNA, so now he can turn into a pterodactyl. I'm so disappointed that he didn't use a glider. That was a crazy theory from me, but I don't know, kind of disappointed it wasn't that. And that would be so weird having the whole romance and marriage with someone you only know through what you wrote about them in a notebook. It's like your whole life is a self-insert fanfic. Thank you so much, Lot of Shadows, for the supers. Oh my goodness, yeah. Blue supers from Nicholas M. Wild Nasu Ziplis, Lot of Shadows, Yosia Jata, Jacob 47, Vela Gelado, It's Fine, Okude, Asterisk, Jello Noel, Arya Levinde, thank you so much. And Lot of Shadows, there's a messed up fanfic in the scenario where Soren and Ellen were never actually in love, but Ellen sneaked a bunch of stories about their romance and marriage into his notebook over time and won herself a rich husband. Oh my god, I could see that happening too, you know, but it's like, let's go with the happy ending, the canon ending, okay? We have Sean. Seems I can stay till the end. Good luck with the finale, Reine. Looking forward to A investigations. Yeah, we ended it finally. Yay, thank you so much. And we have non-square pixels. Town Twister, Pierce pocketed Selena's Sprocket's pocket watch. Thank you. Oh, hello, Mega Slayer. Been so fun experiencing these games together with you. I'm so glad. We have Anton M. Everyone in the court got their yearly dose of X-rays. Yay! Phoenix's head especially so unique. There's all the shadows. It's such a creepy thought that after Soren developed amnesia, his former brother-in-law just put it on a suit and said, "Hello, Master Soren, I'm your butler." And he had no way of knowing any different. I know, right? Like, what the heck was that? Living like Soren would be so... I hope he can be cured, though. We have Mick-chan, wedding proposal doing court case. That's so sweet though. We have Anton N. Oh man, what a trilogy. I'll miss Raifa dancing, Perlu blushing, and Orla singing. Heck, I'll even miss Emma's legs. Hope we see them in investigations. I think in investigations, Emma will be younger. We have Okure, and what a journey it has been. Thank you. We have Sasami Adachi. Congratulations on your Ace Attorney journey. I enjoyed every moment of it. Thank you so much for these memorable playthroughs. Thank you. We have Paolo Gelato. Congrats on clearing the whole Ace Attorney series, Reine. Almost to investigations. Yeah, thank you. We have Slota Shadows. Congrats on finishing the whole mainline AA series. 4 years, dang. So much has happened while this series was going. It was a nice nostalgic case to end on. Seeing Edgeworth and Phoenix going at each other again. Such a journey. Yay, she is younger, but at least she is present. Yeah, I like her design. We have Jacob47. Congratulations to Pavolia Reine, the Ace Attorney of hololive. Thank you so much. Yeah. We have Anton M. I really love the Pirates case. Amazing cast and banger songs. It just has a very special energy. Do you have a favorite case in the trilogy? Anything with Raifa or anything with Mood Me. I like the Professor Means case. The one with Junie and yeah. With Arya Lavinda, if you decide to become a lawyer one day, you could put this on your resume. Congratulations on completing all 6 episodes in TGAA through 4 years, Reine-sama. Thank you. We have Sarah's Kings. Congrats, Reine. Also, it's very interesting that we ended on the classic The Butler Did It murder case. Thank you so much. Yeah. We have Black Bomb. You can write Pavolia without AA. Congrats on the long journey. Rest well. Eat P-Foul. Thank you. We have Leggy Couch. Congrats on completing this incredible journey. Thank you. Yay. We have Nerdy Peanuts. Congrats on finishing a plain and simple. Saying TGA feels like yesterday would be lying for sure, but the fact that we reached the end is still surreal. Only investigations to go. Can't wait. I can't wait either. Wow, it's been so good. Yeah. Anyways, guys, we are so keren lah, guys. Wow. So good. Very nice. Finally, we finished the main story of Ace Attorney. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy investigations. I think so. I hope so. The mechanics are different, right? Because he's like a prosecutor. So the investigations are gonna be different as well, I think, maybe. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Give me a second. Okay, guys. I need to drink. I'm so glad I only sipped like a little bit of coffee because like if I did more I probably wouldn't be able to like go to sleep. But yes, guys, eto desu ne. Thank you so much. Terima kasih sa perhatiannya. Thank you very much for your attention. そうですね。本日の配信はここまでとさせていただきますわ。お楽しみいただけたかしら。もしお気に召しましたらチャンネル登録してくださいませ。またお目にかかりましょう。それでは皆様、沢村キャッツバイバイごきげんようグッナイトですわイエーイイエイイエイイエイイエイイエイイエイイエイイエイストリームファイアダンス